Again, things are not going great. Do we have audio
Thank
now?
you, AJ.
Audio now? Because I just did that entire ad read for nothing.
Yep, gotta do it all over again, buddy.
And take 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's time.
Okay, let's try this again. My Stream Deck is about to get thrown out the fucking window. It's flipping things around, it's messing things up. Oh, and now my chat screen is very, very small.
Hold on.
Not a problem. I am, of course, your host, Super Weird Vince Hoover, doing this all over again. Joined, as always, by Super Bro, a.k.a. The Booker, Jason Hoover. My phone is now blowing up. What the actual hell? Okay, fix that. And, of course, the man who just walked away because he had somebody at his door, but that's okay, because that is life, is the Ginger Ninja Jaxpo, who is also going to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, today's stream is brought to you by Mech Arena. Mech Arena Robot Showdown is a wonderful game brought to you by the same people who do Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free-to-play 5v5 battle royale game with mechs. It's a lot of fun, cool to play, and if you use the link that's in chat to join the game as a brand new person, if you get to Area Division 9, what's going on, Kel? Get to Area Division 9, it'll take you an hour, just an hour. I'm asking you to play a game for an hour. Play the game for an hour. You'll get to Division 9. You only need 400 XP to get to Division 9 because it's technically just level 2. They count down, not up. But you'll find yourself wanting to play the game more and more because it is a lot of fun. It's like Fortnite but with mechs, or Overwatch but with mechs. It's a lot of fun. So go check that out. We've got until Saturday to get people to do it. We need to get a total of 24 people. So the more people we get to do it, the better. Share it with your friends. Get them to do it. Make sure you use that particular link. You will also, when you join up, you will get a legendary skin for your mech. You will get 70,000 credits and 500 A coins to start off with, which you can use to buy upgrades to your weapons, buy new weapons, open up slots to get more mechs, etc., etc., etc. It's pretty damn cool. So go check it out. You just have to get to Area Division 9. And that'll be going on until Saturday, because Sunday, right in the middle of our big, long WrestleMania stream, right in the middle of that, we're going to get a new sponsor, which I can't talk about yet, but we're pretty excited. Ginger, I know you're excited. CPG's excited about it when I told him about it. Jason's, of course, excited.
I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, this one's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Don't forget that we are on the road to WrestleMania. It is this coming Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern for Stand and Deliver NXT. We are going to stream nonstop starting like an hour before Stand and Deliver starts. So noon Saturday all the way through to midnight Sunday night. So, no, Kel, because I just found out about it at like 4 a.m. this morning, this new sponsor, Kel. I think you're going to be excited about it too. Text me real quick and I'll text you back. Oh, it's not. This one's not going to be an AJ. This one's actually not an app. This one isn't an app, and that's all I'll say.
That's all we can say.
This one's not an app, and it's all I can say. But it's pretty damn cool. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be fun. Let's see here. No, for some reason it didn't go live on Kick. So I apologize for that, even though we are set up to go live there. I don't know why it didn't, but yeah, again, technical difficulties. It's been a fun day. I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast. Oh my god. Okay. All right.
So, on our sponsors, this great game and stuff like that, I play League of Legends on a regular basis and stuff like that, and this game is a lot of fun for me because it is a capture the base, destroy your opponents, but with mechs, and I'm having an absolute blast with it. And I suggest if you're into those type of games and stuff like that, giving it a try. Even if you're not into those type of games, give it a try. Spend an hour playing and stuff like that. Get to level 9. Help us out. You know, it's a lot of fun, and I would actually recommend this game to a lot of people that I know that play League of Legends. So. But we have topics to talk about.
Yeah, sorry, I'm letting Kel know what's going on.
Oh no, that's completely fine. He needs to know. He of all people needs to know.
Uninstalled Clapper already. Sorry to hear that. It's going through its growing pains. It's having issues because everybody and their mother is jumping over there, and I don't think they were ready for that. Because unlike TikTok, which was built off the back of another app, Musically, which was built off the back of another app, and they kept going. Matt Ward, how's it going? Clapper is built by
what's
like
up?
one. Clapper is a brand new app built from the ground up by like 1 or 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm going back to using TikTok to what I like it for, watching videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if y'all got any funny videos, send them my way, because that's probably what you get out of me on TikTok.
But so we got a couple topics because again, like I said, we're moving into WrestleMania week. We just had the go home show from Raw. We got the go home show coming from SmackDown. We also have tonight's NXT watch along, which will be the go home show before Stand and Deliver. And we're gonna do some like the match cards. We're gonna do our predictions and everything. We're also gonna do something kind of interesting. WrestleMania is kind of predictable in the best way possible this year. But there's always that chance, that 1 in a million chance, that what if moment happens. And that's what we're going to talk about. But first, this show is called Wrestling with Toxicity. The whole point of it is to eliminate toxicity from the fandom, help break down why people are toxic, what they're being toxic about.
Woo, it's Mania Week, baby.
Exactly, AJ.
Yeah, exactly.
However, the business can be just as toxic. Part of that toxicity was this past weekend with XPW, but we're not going to talk about that because that was just fucking ridiculous.
I still don't know what happened, and I've been told that I don't want to know what happened.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what happened because I'm not living with this without.
Yes, because if I was forced
yeah.
to have to know, you have to know.
Well,
Okay.
at least Ginger, at least you didn't see it. I saw it.
You saw it?
I'm not gonna
I
watch
saw it. It's all over Twitter, and the camera zooms the fuck in. During one of the matches, one of the 2 guys was apparently supposedly a drug user or a reformed drug user, and the other guy took a drug-filled syringe, supposedly actually filled with drugs, pulled his trunks down and injected it right in his dick. And then left the needle hanging there, and the guy turns around so the whole crowd can see his nasty, wrinkly dick hanging out with a damn syringe sticking out of it. So, yeah, XPW went way too far.
That's too far.
Yeah, and this is from a company that has, like, actual, like, Nazi storylines and shit. But,
Think of the children.
oh, there was kids in the crowd, too, by the way.
Yeah. So,
we're not talking about that.
no, we're done. That's it. That is all.
What
that is
we
all
are
the
talking-
hype we're gonna do.
What we are talking about is AEW. And what seems to be a high school classroom full of drama. It is like 8th grade, 9th grade drama throughout the locker room of AEW. And this all stems back from CM Punk deciding 6 months later to try to come out and say some shit and try to bury John Moxley by saying he wouldn't lay down for him and take the pin, and talked a bunch of crap. In turn, Moxley has responded on his wife's podcast sessions and said that he was working contract free at the time. He worked for almost 6 months without a contract at AEW. He could have easily walked directly into SummerSlam and come out on WWE TV because he had no contract and no compete clause. So if he had wanted to, he could have went to AEW that week and then immediately turned around and went to SummerSlam and showed up on WWE TV if he had wanted to. That being said, pretty much everything that CM Punk said in his tweet is a load of bullshit, and that he was literally doing the job for him without even a contract. Like, he shouldn't have even fucking been there. And that he also kind of references about people drunk tweeting, which I took as that maybe he was insinuating that CM Punk was drunk tweeting, which would be interesting. There have been stories from other wrestlers throughout the years saying that CM Punk is not as so straight edge as people think he is. That is pure speculation, so we won't really touch on that. But what we do have is we have CM Punk, who went into business for himself at the All Out press conference, initiated a brawl with the EVPs, who are just as guilty of the drama, and basically tried to derail AEW because he wasn't getting his way, even though he had just won the championship, by the way, in his hometown. He decides to wait 6 months to try and call out Jon Moxley in AEW, only for Moxley to come out and be like, "You're full of shit. Like, you're the one that was trying to wrestle hurt. You're the one. Nobody told you to go out there and wrestle against your will, even though you weren't cleared. You asked for the match. You asked for a way to handle it. And I certainly wasn't going to allow my character to look like shit taking a quick pin from somebody who's injured. So you obviously were the right person to go under on that moment. If you weren't cleared, you shouldn't have even been there." But he's trying to say that AEW forced him to work hurt even though he wasn't clear. Which, by the way, if that's the case, that's a massive allegation against Tony Khan that could result in fucking prison time. Like, that is like a huge deal. If he forced a wrestler who was not medically cleared to perform, that's a felony. So like, that's a huge deal. So I would like to hear you guys search. Ginger, I want to start with you. What are your thoughts on the drama in AEW and how all we hear about behind the scenes from that company is just the most ridiculous shit?
I just think a bunch of guys need to grow up and go back to loving being wrestlers and not high school students. I mean, I try not to follow, y'all know me. I try not to follow the internet. I try to stay strictly screen based. But when it drags out this far, it's just ridiculous. They're all making themselves look like fools. The ones winning in this situation is the ones keeping quiet.
Yeah, and I mean, you've also got situations like we had the whole... Thank you, Kel, for downloading Mech Arena. Appreciate that. Like I said, it's taking an hour to get to level 9, which is actually level 2. I don't understand the numbering system, but it's fine. But
Hey,
I'm sure you'll enjoy the game.
Cal, word of advice: save your coins from when the Juggernaut unlocks. That way you can just use your coins real fast. Because my first time playing through, I wasted my coins and didn't realize you needed them to get to Juggernaut.
Well, you're also going to get 70,000 coins. I don't know how you waste 70,000 coins before getting your Juggernaut.
The pink coins, not the cash coins.
Oh,
the other ones.
The A coins. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, save the A coins. But like, we had the whole Sammy Guevara Andrade situation, and ever since then, Andrade's been on TV. There's, of course, the Elite and all that drama from All Out. There's the Miro drama of not being used. But even like when somebody like Jon Moxley has to come out and address the shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's like, there's a guy who had actual drama, for lack of a better term, when he had to go to rehab. Like, that's real life shit he went through. And he has done nothing but keep himself clean. He's never been that guy. Like, he shut down WWE. Actually kind of tried to bring up drama when he was leaving. You remember that Michael Cole interview with the Shield on that reunion tour before he left?
Yeah.
When he talked about, where are you going to go? Are you going to stick around? And like, he's like, he shut that shit down. He's like, no, I'm not. What are you doing? I know you're trying to do. I'm not. No, we're not doing that. He's not a drama guy. He's not a locker room politic guy. And for him to feel like, Renee's like, you could tell when she asked the question, she's like, I don't know if you want to talk about this. I know you kind of probably don't, but it is out there. Do you want to discuss it? And his response, as colorful, metaphor filled as it was,
Moxley doing Moxley.
Yeah, it's just how he is. He's just like, it's ridiculous. He's like, I've never said one bad thing about AEW. I've never, ever had anything. I've never critiqued the company. I've never done nothing but push this company up. He's like, and I worked for them for damn near 6 months without a contract. And I didn't have to do that. Like I said, I could have went and took a humongous paycheck from WWE and showed up on SummerSlam that day. Like I could have just walked in. But the drama in this company is insane. And I have to agree with him. How many times? What do we like between the 3-time Booker of the Year Tony Khan and all the shit that happens? The wrestling is getting lost at AEW.
Has it become more of a MTV reality show
Yes.
than a wrestling program?
Yes.
Completely
It feels more
agreed.
like Jersey Shore than
Jersey Shore with wrestling sprinkled on top.
yeah.
Yeah. I had such high hopes for
That
AEW.
wasn't in my notes, by the way. Yeah, I just rattled that one off the top of my head. Thank you.
Well, here's like AEW right now is what they tried to make Tough Enough. Like that's what they wanted Tough Enough to be, the reality-based wrestling training show. Like they
Yeah.
wanted Tough Enough. Like they wish they could have had AEW as a template for the drama so that Tough Enough would have been more successful. Like reality TV writers can't write this shit. It's insane. And like
I agree with Super Bro. Man, I don't get me wrong. I still, I mean, cause y'all know me when it comes to local stuff.
Mhm.
AEW technically is a local promotion for me. I still to this day have high hopes that it will succeed. I can go, yeah, that came out of my hometown. Like, yeah, like suck it. But every week it goes downhill.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to feel like I'm watching the Jacksonville Jaguars of wrestling.
so
You
now
said it, not me.
I have this question to ask.
I'm
on
allowed
top of it.
to.
I have this question to ask on top of it.
Mhm.
Do you think we would ignore some of this drama if the television storylines were better? Like if they
Yes.
had actual storylines, if the product was like, because there's no denying the matches are good. They're all good. But if
I'm
the
more interested
storyline
in
was
what
better-
happens behind the scenes than I am in front of the scenes right now.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I'm excited as shit for this new show they got coming on. I'm excited for shit for this.
Well, you
I
know
want
that's
to
going
see
to be
people bitch in real life.
that's going to be a
gonna
really
be edited.
sanitized. That's going to be a really sanitized
It
show.
is.
They are certainly not.
It might
going
be
to...
more, but hopefully it's more interesting than what their actual product is. Because other than those 1 or 2 matches a week that like okay, that was kind of cool. They did some cool spots in there, and like last week that El Vikino and Kenny Omega, he was able to use the luchador style and put on a story.
Whew.
Yeah. Vikingo is exceptional.
That
and
was
and-
entertaining, and I'm excited
Yeah.
to see him. Like what y'all saw at Dynamite was one thing with his AAA Mega Championship on the line Sunday at Supercard. That's a whole different ball game, man. He like flips a switch when he's defending that title.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so like that's the thing. Like I don't even like whenever I see anything headline about WWE lately, it's like, okay, let's see where the story's going. And like the most interesting drama right now is like what's going on with Bray Wyatt. That's
Mhm.
pretty much the extent of the drama right now in WWE. It's just, what's going on with Bray Wyatt? Is he okay? Whatever.
Right. And
So
that's
when I
not
see-
really drama. That's just
No,
somebody
that's what I
having
mean.
you know
Yeah, it's like that's exactly what I
physical
mean.
or yeah, it's either physical or mental issues that Bray's having right now, and I'm leaning towards the mental side of things. But WWE, ever since Hunter's taken over, that backstage drama and stuff like that, out the window. You
Well, it's
know?
because people are just happier. They try to manufacture drama, like these dirt sheets try to manufacture drama all the time, and it's not working. But when I
Mhm.
see an AEW headline, instead of like when I see a WWE headline, I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. When I see an AEW headline, I immediately go, oh god, now what? That's my
Right.
immediate reaction, and I'm 99% of the time justified in that reaction.
Mhm.
There is speculation that TK gave Christian the okay to appear at Mania with the Brood. I highly doubt that. And I'm going to tell you why. He might have given him the okay right now, but I guarantee you on Friday or Saturday, Christian's going to get a text saying that no, it's not allowed. because he did the exact same thing with Billy Gunn. He gave Billy Gunn the okay to go to the DX 25-year reunion, and then an hour before the show sent him a text saying, no, it's not approved, you can't do it, I don't want you on their TV, and had to cancel his appearance an hour before the show went on air.
Mm-hmm.
So even if Tony, which I doubt Tony did, but even if Tony did give the approval now, he'll pull that approval later, because that's the precedent he's already set.
Yep.
So that falls under what if. That'll fall under a WrestleMania what if.
I wouldn't want Christian to show up. If he's going to be with AEW, let him stay there. Let him do his thing there. I mean, yeah, they just wrote him off TV. I mean, it could be possible. I don't ever see it happening.
Maybe he's done with AEW. Maybe he feels like there's nothing like because his contract might be up. He might be done.
Yeah,
he might be.
The match
if he's coming back, like to WWE, yeah, but I don't want. I'm not a big fan of this sharing talent thing because it gets mixed up and someone's going to get their feelings hurt at the end of the day.
I think it would have been
like.
I think it would have been just fine for the DX reunion because they weren't there to wrestle. They were there for like that'd have been fine. Showing up to support Edge in this match does feel a little weird. It also puts them in a position to have more people than the heels. Because Dominic will not be out there because he's going to be getting ready for a match because he's going to be fighting his father. Rhea won't be out there because she's going to be getting ready for her match against Charlotte.
Yep.
Damien's going to be the only person out there with Finn, and that's even if he comes out at all, because coming out as the Demon almost always comes out by himself. But
Demon doesn't need help.
No, but Damien, being that this is the Judgment Day Demon, Damien might come out with him. Damien might come out with him. In which case,
I can see Damien coming out after the fact.
Well, no, because then that also messes things up, and let me explain why. Edge puts himself in a heel position if he comes out with Gangrel and Damien's not there and Damien has to come out later. The Judgment Day are the heels. So I could see Damien coming out with the Demon. Gangrel comes out with Edge. That's even. That's 2 and 2. Mm-hmm. Gangrel can have a spot with Damien on the outside when Damien tries to get in the cell or try to pass something off or something. Very cool, fun spot. No big deal. One and done. It's over. Having Christian there along with them, now the good guys have more numbers than the bad guys, and that's a heel move, not a face move. So I don't see that happening. Also, I've not seen that speculation anywhere. I don't know where you saw it, Matt. If you could tell me what website you saw that on, that'll answer a lot of questions really quickly for me.
Or what tweet.
Yeah, wherever you saw it from, just tell me who said it or what news site said it, and I can answer your question whether or not it's a load of shit or not. I can
answer that question for you right now. It's a load of shit. Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry. I've had an off day.
It's fine.
Okay. It's all good. No one can be running 100 all the time. So.
But
I've had a good day. I've just been off.
AEW has really, and I don't want to preach on this too much because we talk about this all the time, and this is just more proof that if they do not fix this issue, if Tony Khan does not figure out how to stop trying to be everybody's friend and start being a boss, and stop micromanaging and stop allowing some people to do whatever they want and others not to do anything. In other words, if Tony Khan doesn't get some help in there for him on how to actually run a wrestling promotion, AEW is bound to fail.
The thing is, he has the people already working for him. We've always talked about the 4 people. Now
it's not just booking anymore. That's not what I'm talking about.
Right, but the thing is, those people can help Tony do what he's
done. They're not business people. They're not business people. I'm talking on a business level too. They're still workers at the end of the day. They're still locker room guys at the end of the day. He needs people to help him not only on the booking side, but on the goddamn business side too.
Mm-hmm.
And he just needs help all around and stop thinking he can do it all.
How old is Tony Khan?
I don't give a fuck. I
I kind of do.
It
Well, no,
does not matter.
to me it would explain some of his mindset and stuff like that.
He's
Like,
over
he's
30.
done-
That's all that matters. The man's over 30.
Yeah.
This is only excusable, and it's not even excusable then, but you can kind of pass it off as excusable if he was in like his mid-20s when he's not fully developed. The man has been around his father, who's a businessman and a billionaire. He has been around business his whole life. He's in his 30s, if not 40s. He needs to stop.
Agreed.
He needs to grow up. And part of that is growing up rich like he has. Like his father grew up from nothing and became a billionaire. Tony Khan has been rich his whole life. And he's a petulant child. You see that in how he acts and how he does things, how he disassociates, etc. So, yeah, he just needs to wrap it up. So that's all I really want to touch on when it comes to that. We got 30 minutes left. I want to do our WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver. We'll Stand and Deliver first.
Okay.
Well, no. You know what? Let's hold off on our Stand and Deliver predictions. We can do those
Until
during
the Battle Royal.
We can do those during the watch along. Once the Battle Royal is finished, we will then do our predictions. Let's do our WrestleMania predictions, and then we're going to move into possible what-ifs, like the what-if scenarios, the 1 in a million shots. So let's start. So we know the very first match that's going to open up all of WrestleMania is John Cena versus Austin Theory, and Austin Theory is the United States champion, and that championship is on the line.
I personally don't agree that this should be the opener. I think Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins should have been the opener.
I will tell you why it is the perfect opening.
Please do.
When we talked about the fact that the show is kind of predictable in the best way possible, every title defended is going to change hands to a babyface, except for the United States title. The heel Austin Theory will go over on John Cena. You will beat the huge modern generation's Hulk Hogan hero of John Cena. You're going to get that negative taste out of the way. And then John Cena will probably give some kind of speech after the match. But Austin Theory will win. He will retain. The heel will win, and you get that out of the way. It opens up the show. It'll still be a banger of a match, I'm sure. I'm sure those two guys can work well together. And you get that out of the way. Because every other title change that's going to happen is going to be a positive babyface win.
Yeah.
And massive moving forward storylines. So you get the one that's going to leave a bad taste in the fan's mouth out of the way.
Okay.
So that bad taste can get washed away immediately. So I get why. I would have said before we had solidified Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos, I would have said Logan Paul and Seth Rollins night 1 or night 2, start the night off. I would have said before I saw this choice, I would have picked the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to open night 1. So you open and end with the Bloodline storyline, all WrestleMania.
Yeah.
However, as soon as I saw this and I put 2 and 2 together in my head, I'm like, oh, this makes sense. This is the only one, because even though the women's tag team titles will not be defended, I'm 99% sure that Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus are going over. I do not believe these rumors of Trish Stratus going heel, but we can talk about that in the what ifs. And what just came up on my screen? What the shit?
What happened?
All of a sudden, this black bar just came up on my screen. It was really weird. Anyway.
So let me guess, you're going with Austin Theory?
Yeah, Austin Theory, 1,000%.
Ginger?
I'm also going Austin Theory.
Gotcha. I as well going with Austin Theory, so it is on record. All right, next match. Let's go with Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
I think Seth Rollins wins. I think that he lost last year at Mania and then lost a whole series against Cody. He hasn't won really. He's had a couple minor wins here and there, but he hasn't really won since then.
Right.
I don't see
It's
him
been
losing
mostly-
again to a part-timer who doesn't need the win, who also already looks good for knocking him out twice now.
Yeah.
So I think Seth Rollins wins this.
And the thing is, most of Seth's wins right now have been on TV. Like the Ali match Monday night and stuff like that. So it's not been a pay-per-view win in quite some time. I as well am going with Seth Rollins. Ginge.
I will be going with Seth Rollins. I think it's time for. I just don't want to see him lose back-to-back Manias. I don't think he deserves it. Not after the year he's had.
No, exactly. He's done enough. I get that he doesn't really need a win, but at the same time, he kind of does. And I think he's done enough that he deserves the win.
I think it also shows us a part of Logan Paul that we haven't seen yet. The I'm losing Logan Paul. Most of his matches have looked like he's been winning and stuff like that. Yes, he lost to Roman Reigns, but throughout most of that match, it looked like he was winning.
Well, he can still have that as the heel against Seth Rollins. Because he's the heel.
Babyface comeback. Yeah.
Seth Rollins will get the babyface comeback and win. I don't expect it to be a squash match at all. I expect Logan to look like he's winning through most of it.
I still think it's going to be a bag out of a match. So
I agree. It could open
All
night
right.
too. We don't know.
it could. Stratus, Lita, and Lynch versus Damage Control.
I am going Trish, Lita, and Becky Lynch. I don't think they're going to bring Lita and Trish back for WrestleMania. Put the title on Lita for them just to lose at Mania. I don't see that.
Unless there are some long-term plans for this trios thing to continue, which I doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that we're going to get set up for like Damage Control to go after Lita and Becky again, and then Bayley to go after Trish again, or to go after Trish for maybe like Money in the Bank or something. So I think that, I think they go over. I think Damage Control loses.
I agree with you on this one. I don't like seeing Damage Control lose, but I would like to see them look a little bit stronger. But that's just a personal thing.
I think with the promo we got from Becky about Bayley holding them back, we might see Damage Control kind of start to crack and fall apart at Mania, and maybe then we get to see them kind of go off on their own and do their own thing, and then it'll be better. So either they're going to Damage Control will come out of this and start winning after WrestleMania and get stronger, or they'll split and they'll get stronger individually.
Which in the future could lead to a reunion type thing too.
Possibly.
Of them being possibly. All right, next match: Lesnar versus Omos.
Lesnar's going over. After the weigh-in on Monday night, the fact that he once again got bested by Omos, he's been bested every single one of these promos. It's almost a cookie-cutter combination of the Bobby Lashley situation. Bobby Lashley had the best of him at all times. He won by, or he got DQ'd in the last match, but like, I just feel like it's going to be. I think Brock Lesnar's going over now. After what happened on the way in, Omos has looked strong against him the entire time. I'm sure he'll continue to look strong. I'm sure it might be like a small package or a snap F5 out of nowhere or something. But, yeah, I think Brock's going over.
Yeah, I'm taking Brock. I'm taking Brock just because I don't want to see Brock lose in Mania.
This is the match that I'm kind of torn on because I've been hearing rumors stuff like that Lesnar's working on it, on possibly retiring and stuff like that, and if Omos beats Lesnar, makes him look strong. I'm still gonna go with Lesnar though, because it feels right.
Well, I also see Lesnar being the guy that even if he retires, he doesn't go out on a loss.
No. And I think there's other people out there that should retire Lesnar over Omos too.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't think this would be
a returning Kurt Angle.
Who, by the way,
that was a joke.
No, wait. Kurt Angle has actually himself said that he's considered getting back in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see it.
I don't either. I do, but I don't.
I do want to see
my
it.
picture back here.
Here's why I want to see it.
I look at him.
Here's why I want to see it. One, his retirement match against Baron Corbin was a fucking joke. 2, the man is perfectly healthy. He has kept himself healthy and clean for a very long time. And if anybody knows his body, it's Kurt Angle. That man knows his body and knows it well.
Mhm.
He has done nothing but, like, he looks great. He has done nothing but stay in shape. If he
But give him
feels,
someone like Chad Gable.
yeah, like I'm saying, like he
Yes.
would work with somebody that he also would trust. Also, he trusts Brock Lesnar, and so if him and Brock Lesnar had a match, like, I would trust that match. So he's going to. I have a feeling it'll be fine. Matt Ward says Brock wins and Hurt Business attacks after the match. I kind of have a feeling about that too. We'll talk about that in What Ifs. Cena versus Angle at WrestleMania 40. That's somebody else. Angle trusts Cena, and I trust Cena with Angle. That'll be a good retirement for the both of them. Just a double send-off kind of thing.
I look at my picture back there. I say, Mr. Angle, Mr. Old beautiful Angle, please don't die in the ring. And then we cuddle a little bit, and I kiss my finger and I put it up. I tap his little forehead. Don't you make fun of my shrine of Kurt Angle behind me.
I'm not.
Just wait. I'm getting figures and everything, candles and all.
Okay, we get to see those nice tall ones with the Kurt Angle picture on it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Next match.
I just tapped into a market.
You did, didn't you? Smells like Kurt Angle.
Angle said on his podcast that he pitched to Vince to have Cena be his retirement match, and Vince said no and told him that he was facing Corbin. Yeah, and he was kind of a company guy, so he went with it.
Yeah.
But I could see Kurt Angle versus John Cena as a double retirement match at WrestleMania 40, going all the way back to Cena's first match in WWE. Like that, that's a huge full circle moment for both of them, and I'm totally down for it. All right, next match.
Belair versus Asuka.
Asuka.
Yeah.
Asuka.
Asuka, but I have a feeling, depending on how they end the match, we could possibly see a turn from Belair.
Nope.
We'll see.
Asuka is a heel now. She is Kana. It is Kana. You cannot make Kana a face. For it to be a heel turn from Lynch, you have to then get a face turn from Asuka in the beatdown from Belair. Belair's goodwill and everything else, there's no sense in that. It hurts Kana. Kana
What's
cannot
up,
be
Neep?
a face.
Neep?
What's going on, Neep? Kana cannot be a face. It doesn't work.
All right. Next match: Flair versus Ripley.
Rhea.
Yeah, Ripley.
Rhea.
There's no talk. This one right here, out of after some explaining to me and remembering stuff that happened in the past and stuff like that, this match makes so much sense. And Ripley winning makes more sense than anything in the world to me.
Yeah. If Rhea was to lose, I would be. If I was Rhea, I would ask for my contract. I would let me out of my contract.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad it is. Like, I'm not gonna lose to this woman 3 times when I've had the best year of my career and she just came back. No.
Yeah.
Like, I would ask for my release at that point.
Like, let me go somewhere else. Let me go to Impact where they can use me properly, you know?
Does Rhea do another Dragon Ball Z type Judgment Day attire matchup? I think she's gonna do something. Supposedly she's gonna be played out to the ring by the band that does her music now. So, Motionless in White.
Motionless in White. It's actually Chris Motionless that does it, and the WWE guy, his music studio backs him.
Yeah, but they'll probably let the whole
Motionless in
they'll
White
probably
would
let the
have-
whole band
yeah.
they'll probably let the whole band do it.
Yeah.
All right, next match.
Gunther, Sheamus, McIntyre.
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
This is another one of those. Yeah, it's Sheamus, but we've got a what if to go with it later.
All right, next match.
Edge, Balor.
This one, I don't know.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Like, first off, rumor has it, and this is just a rumor because the picture that was shown is an old picture, so I don't know if it's true or not, that we're going back to the old Hell in a Cell, the standard silver chain link Hell in a Cell.
Cool.
If that's the case, I'm super happy about it. They need to get rid of that red shit. This is supposed to be the very end of this Edge and Judgment Day storyline. God, I don't know. The Demon has only ever lost once, and that was to Roman Reigns, and it was stupid with the whole rope break thing.
But who needs it more? I mean, legitimately.
I think I'm gonna go Finn. I think he needs it more. Edge will take another couple months off. I'm gonna go Finn.
All right. Ginge?
This one's hard.
I don't know.
I actually am going to go Finn as well because I fully believe Finn, as long as, and I know the two can have a great match. I mean, look at their I Quit match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
They can have a good match. But I think Finn needs it more because he's like, I'm better than you as leader, as a Judgment Day, and let me finally prove it to you in Hell in a Cell. And he's pulling out the Demon. Mind you, it's a Judgment Day version of the Demon, but it is still Finn Balor's Demon.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna have to go against the grain. I'm going with Edge.
I don't blame you. It's hard.
It's
hard.
It's a gut feeling, and I'm always one of those guys go with my gut. So
I love Adam to death. Anybody that knows me knows that I love Adam to death. I want Edge to win every single match he's in ever, but I just feel like it's better for Finn to win. But again, it's a 50-50 for me, so I don't blame you for going with Edge, Ginger. I don't blame you at all. All right, next match.
All right, so Morgan and Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Rousey and Baszler versus Green and DeVille.
Ronda and Baszler.
Ronda and Baszler, yeah.
Ronda and Baszler agreed because it's showing their dominance, and if Becky and Lita have the female title belts, then that's face on heel action there. So, and the thing is, I don't know if this is technically a number one contenders or it's just a show. Just hey, here's our tag teams.
A showcase. You want to show off your tag team division, but you also want to take the number one team from that division and give them a little bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Right.
If Edge loses, I'm going to swear it's rigged. If Edge loses, I'm going to swear this is all scripted bullshit.
And, you know, Matt's the Black Heart Foundation. I love that shirt. I love that. Like, I hope they become a legitimate tag team, not like the Natty Throw-Togethers.
Well, again, there's people like, oh, I don't care about this match. Well, that's because you don't care about anything. You're stupid.
Right.
The whole point of this match is to make people care about the tag team division again.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to shine a light on the tag team division. So I'm all for it.
Speaking of which, is the male version with Strowman and Ricochet, Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders.
Viking Raiders. They're the only actual heel team in the match. And once Sammy and Kevin win the titles, you have to have a heel team go after them, right?
Yeah.
Alpha Academy's falling apart because you've got the OT storyline going on.
Right.
And those guys have kind of fallen into face territory anyways.
Yeah.
The reality is the only actual heel team in the mix is Viking Raiders. Not to mention, Viking Raiders versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is going to be an absolute banger. If you know anything about their indie careers, absolute banger. So, yeah, Viking Raiders.
Yep. Which leads into Usos versus Zayn and Owen, which we all are going to be picking Owens and Zayn.
Yeah.
So, Ray versus Dom.
This is another one I'm conflicted at.
I think that Ray is going to put his son over. It'll be nefarious ways. I'm sure there'll be some cheating involved. But I feel like
that'll give Damian Priest something to do at WrestleMania. Come out with Dominic.
Yeah, instead of coming out with Finn, he'll come out with Dominic.
So we're all basically on the same page, Dom, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I
wanna go down.
yeah. And last but not least, Rhodes versus Reigns, and we all on the same page on this one too.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes. So in our final,
So the only difference we have on this entire thing is that Ginger took Edge over Balor. That's it.
yeah. And again, I don't blame him. That's like the most 50-50 one for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Dominic wins via help from Chavo. I don't think Chavo's in good graces with WWE right now. He said some shit.
He's done some stuff.
So now, like we showed though, and that's testament to what I said about being predictable, but in the best way possible. We all picked the same thing except for that one match. Because it's a feel-good WrestleMania. This is Triple H's first WrestleMania. His era, to me, officially starts the Monday night after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
The end of his probation period is this Mania. But it is wrestling. And you never say never in wrestling.
Yeah.
And there are massive what-ifs. One of the ones that I put on there was I put it right on the thumbnail. If you're watching this on YouTube, which, by the way, if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please hit that follow button. If you're on Facebook, please share and hit the thumbs up button. Now, this is a 1 in a billion chance. What if? So nobody get pissed. All right, because I don't believe this is going to happen. Let me put that out there. A disclaimer before we start. These are what ifs. These are not rumors. These are not speculation. This is just what if, 1 in a billion chances.
This is just freestyling.
Yes, this is just...
Yep.
It's like throwing shit on the wall and seeing what sticks. Cody Rhodes loses. Like solo interview. Something happens. Cody Rhodes loses. Roman Reigns music starts to play at the end. And then all of a sudden, If You Smell What the Rock Is Cooking hits. And the Rock comes out to finally confront Roman Reigns. Now, I throw this one in there because The Rock right now in Hollywood is not the golden child anymore. He kind of needs to step away from Hollywood for a little bit. So he might be like, "Hey, you know what? That wrestling thing." But like, what do you think of Roman cheating to win and then The Rock coming out at the end of WrestleMania as a what if?
I think, as a what if, I think it would have a lot of people not as butthurt as they would if Roman just won. Because a lot of people are going to get butthurt if Roman just wins over Cody.
Oh, I don't even think that's the right word. I think beyond pissed.
Yeah, like, let's riot, give me my money back, situation. That'll help smooth over that if Roman wins, which will lead to a match at, I would say, SummerSlam, Roman versus Rock.
Yeah, because he would have to get ready.
Which would leave Money in the Bank in between.
Yeah.
Plenty of time for promos, even remote promos and stuff like that. It would give time for Jay to build up his tension with Roman. It would give Cody time to figure out where he's going and stuff like that. But yeah, as you said, it is a 1 to 1 million %
I said
chance.
Billion.
Billion. It would get even more. Yeah.
It would be a water cooler.
What
moment,
if-
though. So go ahead with your
What if they went out? What if the Bloodline wins out? Keeps the tag belts, keeps Universal, and just nothing changes? Where do they go from there? They've shown their dominance over everybody at that point.
Yeah, I think at that point you kind of have to go. You're right. Where do they go from there? Like, short of like bringing in.
They've almost like built themselves into a corner.
Yeah,
They have.
which is why I think it's predictable of what's going to happen because. One, what Cody has done is Cody has proven to be the greatest in the world. Like, he's proven that. He is the best. I put him right now as the best on the mic, period. And his matches, he's right up there with best in the world. He is the best wrestler in the sport right now. If he loses, you kill everything about his return.
Mhm.
If Kevin and Sammy lose, you kill everything about their brotherhood and getting back together. And you've got the bloodline in a spot where there's nobody that can beat them now. They have literally tore through everyone. And unless you're bringing in a whole new roster of people after Mania, what do you do? So that's a what if that's scary.
It is very scary because if we look at NXT, because those were most of our call-ups for, or if we even added Jay White coming in on Monday night, Jay White brings Vince and Dutch with him, and they start going after them.
Even then, I
Three
don't
outsiders.
It just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if it's enough. So that's a what
I
if.
think with the Vince and Dutch scenario, we need to keep our eyes on Ring of Honor. I have a feeling.
Okay.
I have a tingle.
Okay.
Because Vince and Dutch.
I don't know. They've been seen in the crowd a couple times at NXT.
They have
A couple times now.
You could call it what you want, but I just down inside of me I have a little hope that the righteous decides to ride one more time.
I wouldn't be mad.
The righteous may be riding in WWE. We'll see.
Yeah, but if the bloodline takes it all, it has become a Vince McMahon wall.
Yeah,
this is something
which I don't think Triple H would book into that.
No,
but
yeah.
Hold on, real quick, guys. Matt Ward, the when has Vincent never tweeted something cryptic though?
Yeah, it's always
Vincent
cryptic.
is the god of cryptic tweeting in my book.
Like Bray learned from Vincent.
Vincent's been having this whole character about the same amount. Like it's just he tweets weird.
He does.
All right, we're 5 minutes away from NXT, but let's get some more what ifs. Ginger, you have any more what ifs? I know you got some more.
What if Drew pulls it out? I don't know why he would do that. I literally have that in my notes, but it is a what if scenario. What if Drew somehow, some way pulls out and he walks away IC champion?
We talked about this pre-stream and stuff like that, and I was saying, what if Sheamus got hurt, so Drew had to win?
I don't want to use that scenario because damn it, we have to let him win. Let's go with the scenario that he was booked to win.
Yeah, it's a book to win.
Okay, yeah. Drew is booked to win.
You want to talk about the ultimate heat on Drew McIntyre?
Oh yeah,
because the fans would only accept Sheamus losing if Gunther retains over Drew McIntyre. Because you could then do a mini feud between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre before Sheamus goes again to SummerSlam and finally beats Gunther in the third or fourth go around.
Yeah. See, that to me, that would be fine. I would prefer Sheamus to win here at WrestleMania to get his moment.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. I think he's going to get his moment. Yeah, what if Gunther wins so he beats Honky Tonk Man's record? That is a possibility, but I just think that
that's another one of my what ifs.
Yeah. What if the Maximum Male Models book OTs into a photo shoot that sets up Jack Cable bringing up the Creed brothers as the new Alpha Academy? I like that, Matt. That's kind of nice, Matt.
That would happen more like on a Monday night.
That would be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen at WrestleMania. I don't think that'd be a WrestleMania what if. I think that Otis leaves during he might get pulled away or get distracted during the tag team showcase at Mania by Maxine. And then on Raw, Chad, kind of has enough. I say you have that the male showcase on the first night. Chad can then say on Monday night, I spent all Sunday trying to find you. Where were you? I couldn't find you. I've had enough. So, you're out of the Alpha Academy. I've got new students with me, and that's when the Creed brothers show up. That's a good what if for Monday Night Raw.
I like that one, Matt. That's a good one.
All right, we have 2 minutes till NXT. I'm gonna run and grab me something to drink real quick.
That's fine.
Actually, I need to get a drink too. So when he gets back, I'm gonna run and get a drink.
That's fine.
But
honestly, the only other what if that I'm looking at that could possibly,
Well, Matt Ward said he had a what if for the Hell in a Cell, so I'd like to hear that. There's a what if
Yes,
for a lot
please.
of them because you could do a what if
I-
like you mentioned, what if we get a heel turn from Bianca? And I'm like, well, that fucks everybody in that storyline. But it's a possibility. Like that's a big 1 in a billion. What if?
Right.
What if Charlotte retains against Rhea? And if I was Rhea, I'd ask for my fucking release. Finn wins, then
Look.
Jay White and the OC come out the ramp. I love that.
That's amazing.
I still think I kind of would prefer that either on Raw or SmackDown to happen and not necessarily at Mania, but possibly. What if Randy comes out and retires? Ugh.
I don't like it, but it may happen.
I don't think you also do that at Mania.
That's a Monday thing.
I don't even think it's a Monday thing. I don't know. Like I think you wait until it's in St. Louis. You do it in his hometown, whatever shows in his hometown. Like I don't know, but I don't think you. That's a huge bummer for WrestleMania. That's a huge bummer for WrestleMania. That one would hurt.
That would be an emotional. I feel dirty moment.
All right, Ginger, I'm gonna go get a drink myself, but I want you. Matt had a what if of what if Finn wins the Hell in a Cell, and then Jay White, along with the OC, come out on the ramp.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Talk to me, brother.
I mean, I'd much rather see Jay come out on the wall.
Yeah.
But, I mean, seeing Jay White walk out at WrestleMania could almost... The eruption that crowd will have.
My thing is, does he have the same music? Because Cody got lucky. And Tony was just signed off on everything going with Cody.
Tony had no choice. Cody took all rights to everything when he in his contract.
Mm-hmm.
The American Nightmare was 100% Cody because he had the gimmick before. He'd been using the gimmick ever since he left WWE.
Still, I mean, we are used to, Vince McMahon era WWE.
Yeah, changing everything.
Right, like someone leaves WWE and they show up on another show, brand new music, brand new name, brand new costume. It's a completely different person. So,
I don't think he could have brought Cody back any other way than the American Nightmare. It wouldn't have worked any other way.
Especially with that tattoo on his neck.
Yeah.
I honestly, something I want to bring up to you is the women's tag team show off.
Yeah.
What if Baszler and Rousey don't win? What if it's Green and DeVille that win?
God, I hope not.
But that's the point.
Oh man, Quincy got eliminated right away on NXT.
Right off the bat.
Turn it on.
This is kind of crazy match. Hey, Hank's there. I thought Hank was injured.
I know. I did too. I'm so happy to see Hank. Hank ain't gonna win this shit.
No.
No.
But it's nice to see him out there giving it his all. Tommy would be so proud of Hank right now.
Do we want to, as this is going on, do we want to do any of the NXT or just wait till after this to do
Wait
the
till
NXT stuff?
Wait till after this, see who this one is. We'll get the final thing, then we'll start doing the NXT ones. Be right back.
Okay.
One time. I got a Q-tip.
I'm glad to see them actually opening up with this.
Yeah.
I want to prove that I can compete against any and everyone. Period. get it. I get it. Preparation is the only weapon you're ever going to have, young man. And to make it on that next level, you need that. I get it. And I respect that.
See, this is, and another elimination as the field starting to shrink as Jinder Mahal in control. Obviously, Jinder Mahal has
So
to be
who's the big guy that Axiom's wrestling against right now?
We got Axiom. I'm trying to find Axiom.
He should be right in front of you.
Axiom's that's the one he's wrestling now.
Yeah.
That's William Regal's son.
No. I'm talking about the guy in the black and red, green, and yellow.
Oh, the guy dressed like he's part of the Nation of Domination.
Yeah, because that's Big E's old outfit.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Man, Dijak's almost too tall to be doing those kind of spots.
Yeah.
Odyssey Jones.
Odyssey Jones, yeah.
Yeah, because that's Big E's old outfit back when he was in FCW, something like that.
Jinder Mahal, obviously, the opportunist sees the window open and eliminates Odyssey Jones.
You talk like that's a bad thing.
Mahal, the former WWE champion, trying to get back in, played. Anafe's holding on. What a way to kick off the final NXT before Stand and Deliver.
Ooh, nice one-hand spot.
In Los Angeles.
I don't want Randy to retire, AJ.
Yeah, that would be such.
Randy too much.
That would be such a bummer to WrestleMania. That would just kill all the vibe of WrestleMania.
It really would.
Fucking Commander Aziz.
Who's going to earn the fifth and final spot at Stand and Deliver?
The monthly
picture in picture is stupid.
A lot of tension between you and your money.
It's better than going to full commercial.
Yeah,
True, but
missing
what I think they need to do for TV nowadays is kind of do what YouTube does from time to time, where they have the banner ad style at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Run banner ads the entire show.
This spot has been done way too much tonight. This hanging by the top rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Already. And we're only, what, 7 minutes into the show?
Well, I mean, I know it's a Rumble and or a Battle Royale and shit, but it's just
like doing that particular spot, like, have you
the
ever
hanging from the ropes?
You've
so
never
many people
seen
have done it.
You've never seen that many people do it. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Tommy, Hank's in the ring, buddy. Hank's wrestling.
You've never seen that many people in a Royal Rumble do
Just
that
making
spot.
sure this still works.
Yeah, I didn't turn it off because I forgot. Is it just me, or is the Flex Seal guy turning into like the Mr. Beast but of commercials, where he's just trying to go crazier and crazier with his shit?
Now,
I agree with that.
Flood tape. They got removable flood tape.
It's on USA. Are you sure you're on USA? Because USA doesn't even play news. USA doesn't play news. You're not on USA.
You're on the wrong. You're on the wrong USA, pal.
They don't. Yeah. They don't. The USA Network doesn't play news.
Look at their progressive commercial.
Yeah, double check your guide, because the USA Network doesn't even have news. They don't have a news show at all.
I don't think they ever did.
In Jacksonville, what number is is USA on the
I
thing?
don't know. I use Hulu TV, so I just go to USA Live.
Mm.
I go to what's called USA East. I go to TBS West, and it's in the West Coast time frame. I mean, I can. And it all depends on what cable provider you have.
Yeah, the only thing around here, we only have Spectrum around here. It's the only thing available in my neighborhood.
Same. Unless you get Verizon, but then it's just
I can't even get that because I probably would have went FiOS if I could. But
look, wherever we move to in the future, we need to make sure they've got FiOS.
I cannot wait. AJ's gonna unleash hell on a Sunday or Saturday.
should be interesting.
AJ, how many points you got saved up right now?
I haven't even figured out what I want to do exactly with the channel points.
Almost 12K.
I have 44.3K. But I'm going to be on air, so.
Oh.
Hank versus Gulak.
So on my backup account that I have 138,000 channel points.
But you're gonna mess with yourself.
I didn't say I was gonna mess with myself. There's 2 people in my GM mode, sir.
Damn.
True.
Yeah, I have 41,000.
I mostly use mine for like text and speak, so.
Yeah, so do I. I get bored.
Continuing that feud between those two.
Courtesy of Axiom for Frazier. And Axiom right in onto Mahal. Mahal, the former WWE champion, goes up, goes over.
So when do we think we seeing Regal's boy getting in a big storyline?
Well, he's in one right now.
No, that's a minor story.
It's not a big one, but I mean, you got to build him up before you can get to a big one.
Right, that's what I'm asking. Is it going to be like in 6 months? Is it going to be the year?
Who knows? It's hard to say. You got to see how this storyline plays out. See what comes of it.
Yeah, what comes of it? What storyline are we talking about?
The Hank, Charlie Dempsey, Drew Gulak storyline.
That's what he's currently in. Kelly, you only got 14K? That's surprising.
Oh, it's because he's used it.
Mm.
They're the same
Florida
thing,
man
AJ.
all day long.
They're the same thing.
Nah. That's meth, not crack. It's meth.
Oh, it's crack too.
And the Florida
I've seen plenty of Florida man crackheads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Frazier just drop kicked the shit out of Dempsey. Bye-bye, Dempsey. Oh no. Oh no. He landed on his knees. Very well done.
I would like to see Frazier versus Ricochet.
That was the weirdest elimination.
Oh. I like it though. It makes like that actually like it's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart. Frazier versus Axiom.
like that elimination.
Yeah.
It was different.
And you can forget about sportsmanship. These two want to go to Los Angeles. These two want to be on the grandest stage of them all. WrestleMania Saturday. And stand and deliver.
Nice counter.
Pace is quickening between Axiom and Frazier. Axiom now. For a moment was teetering. Frazier comes back down, gets his right foot caught, spins around and connects.
Yes, when I first stepped in the doors here at NXT with these two right here.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter about pins. He's got to eliminate Axiom. Axiom able to catch himself. Look at the quickness on display in the West. You are going to have to compete against one of these two men and three others.
Yo, talk about action big. This is action personified at its highest peak on high. Oh, yes.
NXT Universe on there.
Did Wesley's mic break? Because he's been asked questions and he's not responding.
Impossible.
And this battle royal will determine who the fifth and final entry is into Wesley's Open Challenge this Saturday.
Could we see a double elimination here where they both get added and it becomes a six-way match?
That have been very friendly to
Possibly.
each other in the past.
I'd like that.
As you like to say, friendship thrown
Oh,
out the window.
But remember, currently we have in that match Wesley, Dragon Lee, McDonough, and Dragunov.
And you can throw it out the window, but you got to throw your opponent over the top.
Oh.
If Frazier can get to his feet, he might be
I just really like Frazier, and I want to see him. I understand he's not new to the sport, but he's new to NXT. I want to see Frazier in that match. But I just know it's going to be, with all the storyline they've been building up with Axiom, I just know that's going to be him.
Yeah.
If Nathan Frazier can finish it right here.
Oh, look at Axiom trying to turn it around, looking to lock in a submission. Frazier, though, able to block and able to create some separation. One shot at immortality to win a championship and stand and deliver to win a championship on WrestleMania weekend.
Just muscling big.
Frazier rolling through. Oh, Axiom realizing it. Saw that top rope. Nice counter right back to his feet. Got
Oh.
Nasty.
Frazier's moment. Frazier's opportunity.
God bless America.
Over Axiom, who sidesteps Frazier. Frazier's 2 feet. No. They didn't hit.
Whoa, right back inside though, Vic. Right back inside.
Frazier's
I
moment
win.
breaks him. And Wes, your eyes just got really big. You saw the momentum carry Frazier back in. But this
How does Tommy
Yes.
win?
Axiom is heading
It's Tommy.
to stand and deliver.
Okay.
Why did you win? I missed something.
Ovation from all those here.
I think he called Axiom like last week.
Oh,
I think
no,
he did
yeah.
too.
The second this battle royal was announced, and it was Axiom that was like asking for a spot and all that stuff. Oh, I predicted it last Tuesday when he said that when Axiom confronted Wesley, he's like, "Look, we're gonna do a battle royal." He's like, "All I can ask for is a spot." I'm like,
Into the ring, but then Axiom, now to the outdone, would eliminate the final.
Your head, Dinge.
Oh, y'all are probably where I'm at.
In Axiom's eyes, he knows he could hit a golden ratio and be in for a golden moment and stand and deliver as Wesley is realizing the competition that surrounds him. Are the
It's a good mask on Dragon.
stars that will compete.
Dragunov does good stuff. Dragunov, Dragon Lee, his mask I think are always really, really good.
Dragon Lee, Axiom, and Wesley. Who will be
This could be a
Alright.
good match. All right, let's start our predictions off with this match right here. Wesley versus Dragon Lee versus McDonough versus Dragunov versus Axiom.
I think
Excuse my language, but I can't stand these two fucks.
Which one's Dragunov?
pretty
McDonough?
pretty deadly.
Oh,
Beard, I haven't asked for this in a long time.
Yeah.
Can I have the screen for a second?
Yes, you can.
Thank you, sir. Tommy, I hope you have your headphones in. I hope you can hear me. Hope it cleans your ears today. How dare you come into the chat and disgrace the good name of Pretty Deadly? They're like the gift to NXT of tag teams. They're the boys. They're the hosts of Stand and Deliver. We will not disgrace the good name of Pretty Deadly, sir. Not in this chat. Thank you.
But, all right, so doing our predictions, I say Wesley retains.
Gotcha. Ginger.
I'm gonna go Dragon.
Dragon, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, Dragon
Dragon
Lee? Dragon
Yeah.
Lee? Okay. I almost put you down for Dragon off. I actually think McDonough's gonna go for it. So
We're all three ways on this one.
Yeah.
completely different.
I gotta be honest, I don't even understand the choice of McDonough. They're in that match solely to add some fuel, but Dragunov and McDonough are going to be so focused on each other that they're going to basically eliminate themselves from the match with contention.
Yep.
And Dragon Lee being brand new to the company, the North American title is always a showcase for new talent, but that new talent never wins. And I don't see him giving the belt to Axiom, so I said Wesley retains.
That's fine. Everyone's allowed to their opinion, but I honestly think it's time for McDonough to get some story. It's time for McDonough to get a belt. He's been in NXT for a while, and I think it's time for him to actually.
He's in the middle of a very heated storyline
with
Dragunov.
Yes.
So he's got
still
story.
Think it's time for him to get a belt. All right, so Chase U versus Schism.
I'm going Schism.
Yeah, I think Schism
Gotcha.
wins.
Schism. All three of us are going Schism then.
Wait, is that at Stand and Deliver? Because they're doing it tonight, I thought.
No,
No.
that's just tonight it's just a match.
Tyler Bates versus one of the Schism guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Gallows versus Creed Brothers versus the D'Angelo family.
I want Gallows to retain. So
I think Gallus retains.
I have a feeling the Creed Brothers are going to get called up, so I'm going to go with Gallows as well. Let's go with Gargano versus Waller.
Honestly, I think
If it's cool with you guys, I may just join you for the WrestleMania watch along.
of course it is Kel.
Kel, you're always welcome here, man. You're one of the founding forefathers of this channel. Yes.
This one's a hard one.
But I think that Gargano wins because Grayson Waller's already beat Gargano to take him out of NXT. I think
Technically out of the WWE.
I think that this is meant to kind of humble Grayson a little bit. Not like he really, like, I meant the character. The character needs to be humbled a little bit. So I feel like, they'll build off of that. He'll be able to build off the loss better than he will the win. Because the win just basically, see, I told you I was NXT. I told you I was the best. I told you I was screwed out of title. Then he's going to go right back into the title picture. And I think they're going to, like, pull him away from the title picture for a little bit. So, I think Johnny
Ginger, what
Gargano
you
wins.
think?
I'm gonna go Johnny.
Johnny?
Yep.
All right.
Mr. NXT himself.
I think Johnny needs it more than Waller needs it. Johnny needs to show that he's strong enough to. There's a reason why he's on the main roster and not still in NXT. You know, I think Johnny needs it more. Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo.
I'm actually going to go with Hayes as well. I think Breaker's going to get called up the Monday after Mania.
Yeah. Ginger.
What was the match?
Breaker versus Hayes.
Oh, Hayes. Carmelo Hayes. It's his time to shine.
All right, so now we've got the number one contender for the ladies tag team, ladies belt. Starks, Dolan.
It's not the number one contender.
Valkyria. No, it's for the belt. Yeah.
Hey, my good friend and brother, I might get with you Sunday to watch Mania.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
So yeah, this is for the belt. So Starks, Dolan, Stratton, Valkyria, and Hartwell.
Well, we can't really. It's not It's not Hartwell. There's still a match tonight to determine whether or not the last spot. Sol Ruka, Indy Hartwell, and somebody else are having a triple threat for the last spot. So
Okay,
what you
so
might have read
it's-
was a spoiler. What you just spoiled for everybody.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, I wasn't going. I had someone picked differently already for that match. I was going Tiffany Stratton.
You could go Stratton.
Yeah, I didn't want to pick that match until that other match with tonight. But now knowing that apparently Indy's going to win it, which sucks, and I wanted Sol Ruka in the ladder match.
I could be wrong.
It could be a red herring, Beard. You might want to wait. I mean, win or lose the outcome of that match, I wasn't going to pick the winner of it.
Right. I mean, for same here. I was going to pick Starks. So.
I feel horrible that you guys aren't a part of Stand and Deliver. So I pulled some strings and I got you guys a match tonight. And if you win, the triple threat match of Stand and Deliver will become a
Super
fatal
bro for
four-way.
spoiling.
What?
You have been timed
What
out,
happened?
sir.
We're tag team champions and I want
We've
you guys
been
to be
timed
top
out,
champs with us.
sir.
I can't stand you.
Surprises. I know you hate them, Fallon, but I love
Cannot
them.
spoil
Knock
this
this
thing.
one out of the park, brother. We got a chance at Stand and Deliver, Greg.
Wait.
Kiana, I cannot believe you.
Yeah, Kiana.
Where's Bree when you need her?
Unbelievable. First, we win the match, and then on to Stand and Deliver to become tag team champions.
Well, the tag team triple threat might become a fatal four-way.
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
It doesn't change my pick.
Me neither. Like I had my picks already done when I was going through them this afternoon.
He has had a pretty good record against Chase University in the past. When you take a look at everything he's accomplished, maybe this is the match that he and Mr. Stone can get back on the same page.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, Von Wagner's a hell of a
Chase
talent in
you.
my estimation. When I look at this kid, he checks off every box, but is there something missing? I think so.
Where are you at? I don't want to spoil anything.
Chase U their music just hit.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a lot going on at Chase University right now, but the one thing that has brought the Chase U student section along with the rest of Chase U together, I think it's been Tyler Bate. I mean, his
I absolutely love Thea Hale, by the way.
certain amount of
Yes, she's priceless. Comedy gold.
Kid is he's a winner. He's a born winner. Youngest singles champion in WWE's history. That don't happen by accident. That don't happen by osmosis or anything like that. That happened by putting in the work.
and you heard from Chase U. They know that a win here by Tyler Bate tonight could really add some momentum heading into this Saturday's 8-person matchup. Can you imagine? Well, I want you to imagine. Can you imagine Schism is in control of Chase University? What they would do to that institution?
They would burn it down. That's the first thing they would do. And you know what? I wouldn't be against that, but that's another story. Let's get back to not believing that this man.
I don't know. I don't see Von Wagner beating Tyler Bate.
I don't either.
I believe that as well. You got to believe in yourself.
Short of Schism getting involved, you know what I mean?
You got to know you can do it.
Yeah, unless Schism gets involved, I don't see Von Wagner being.
Plus, they're kind of doing a storyline right now of Von Wagner losing.
Yeah, trying to find his identity.
Yeah.
I think they'll run with that until after Stand and Deliver at least.
Yeah.
We might get this week, maybe next.
Chase University, a lot on the mind of Tyler Bate heading in to Stand and Deliver. But speaking of Stand and Deliver, I'm just looking down and I've been holding.
Tyler Bates' tights look like velvet diapers.
I hope so. I hope so. Just so you can get it out of your hands.
We'll find out also that last chance triple threat qualifier.
And if you're only going to have one pair of boots,
A spot in Los Angeles.
they should be black and not gray so that they go with everything.
Battle back. Bate goes up, goes over.
Yes.
As you mentioned, the strength, the power, and the size of Von Wagner.
Can't overlook the size. Different.
Honestly, he doesn't even need knee pads. If he just got regular, like the shin length boots, he would look, and then maybe stop with the brief looking tights.
I think it's an old school British style thing.
I think it is too. But like, it just looks like he's wearing briefs or diapers every time he comes out too. Like, it's the trim on it. It's because of the trim on it. Like, if they were a solid color, or even like two-tone, but without the trim around the crotch area. It's the trim around the crotch area that makes him look like briefs.
Has beaten down Tyler Bate in front of Chase University, in front of Andre Chase. Duke Hudson via Hale. Oh, this might be that turning point. Because when it comes to Tyler Bate, the one thing we've learned from is his positive energy is contagious. Can he start to string together some offense in this match?
Never say die, Vic. Not willing to just quit. He's not going to just sit back.
Need to fast.
He's going to go out there and get some, want some, because he's big enough, bad enough to take some.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I've learned my lesson. I'm sorry. I think it's funny how the one time Von Wagner's on TV, there's nobody in the audience.
Still hasn't taken down Von Wagner. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Stone. Well, this is what you get for sticking your nose in Chase U business. Get him there. Taking out Mr. Stone in those ridiculous gold shoes.
I don't condone this, Vic, but I like it.
Andre Chase doing his best to calm down.
Oh, wow.
We still got a matchup going on. And Von Wagner trying to pay attention. Oh, a little help from Duke Hudson, wiping out Mr. Stone. Everyone's on the same page for Chase U.
Kinda?
Very relaxed for some reason. I don't know what it is, but maybe he has something up there on sleeves of Chase U.
Well, look at Tyler Bate.
Why do I feel Duke's gonna cost Chase U the
I'll
match?
do it for Brie fuck Von Wagner.
Thank you, AJ.
I think that it's too
AJ coming in
obvious.
for the win.
Yeah. I think it's too obvious that Duke's going to turn on him. And so
Okay.
I think he'll come around. But I mean, they may just stick with the story as it goes. Like, it just seems like it's too obvious that he's going to come around. But
Maybe just an advisor, Vic, not a counselor. Maybe just an advisor.
I mean,
Here
look
we
at this.
go.
Duke Hudson with the assist. Tyler Bate wiping out Mr. Stone. That would open the door as Bate realized it in this moment. A high five. Everything was coming up Chase U. And Tyler Bate would finally string together some offense.
Vince, did you ever do that bump off the ropes like Bates just did?
nobody has.
No,
Nobody's.
the thing goes like that.
Yeah. That's
No one does that.
That's purely a Tyler Bate thing. What are you even asking me that?
Because
I
that's what
think Ray Phoenix does it.
Ricochet's done it.
Yeah, but that's more of a Tyler Bates thing.
Again, have you ever seen me do anything like the 3 men that were just mentioned?
No.
The curriculum is changing. Time to open your minds to a different way of looking at the world, through a different lens. Only the schism's true.
Take out a pencil and pay attention. Deprogramming starts now.
Don't worry. We'll save a place for delinquents. In the Andre Chase Memorial Detention Hall.
This Saturday, stand and deliver. The world of Chase U will fall when the schism takes over.
Yay!
And when the bell rings, new class begins.
Yeah, why is Roxanne Perez there?
Is Sean still available? He was, but he just stepped out to his office. Okay, cool. So, yeah, thank you.
Look, it's always good to see Roxanne Perez, but
Maybe she gets added to the ladder match.
Maybe.
In which case, that's why I'm glad I haven't made my pick yet, because that changes my pick.
Nah.
Well, one match I know that doesn't have any spoilers in it and stuff like that is the tag team title
It
match.
might, because there's a possibility of a
Why?
fourth team being added.
No. I'm talking about the women's.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, we already did our pick for the men's before even knowing about.
Yeah, but
the
it doesn't matter.
possible fourth team.
It doesn't change our either one. We both were like, yeah, I'm not changing my pick.
Dallas, yeah, is no. But Hindley and James versus Dawn and Fire.
It's Dawn and Fire for me, man. Like, I don't even understand why Hindley and James have the damn titles.
I agree on that one, and I'm going to go with Dawn and Fire as well. They're more of a real tag team to me than Hindley and James. Ginger, what you thinking?
Alba Fire and Dawn.
Dawn and Fire.
Yeah, Dawn Fire.
State delivers like what, 3-4 hours long?
3, as far as I know.
Okay.
Even if it's like, I doubt it's 4. It
Okay.
might be.
Because it's only 7. It's only 7 matches.
Yeah, so it's probably just 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over at 4.
Okay. We should do like one of the channels in Discord be like a predictions channel, stuff like that. People could put in their predictions.
Yeah, but we see how those channels go. They tend to dissolve into
Start off
something.
prediction,
and
then
end up
go
just
somewhere
becoming-
else.
Yeah, they end up just getting ridiculous.
Well, if we put like a note, this is for predictions only. If you want to talk,
Yeah,
talk.
that
to
was
the
already
regular
there. That was put into the Instagram one, and people were like, "Okay, cool," and then immediately it went right back to just being a bullshit, to the point where it got deleted. So,
honestly, in my opinion, the Discord channel would be a lot easier to monitor for that and stuff like that. But
not really.
yeah,
It's the same thing. How is it any different? How is it easier?
You could just delete comments and remind people.
You can do that in Instagram too, but the fact that somebody now has to sit there and police the damn thing, that's why I don't want to do it, because it's just like,
That's a full-time job.
yeah.
So the King is inducting Kaufman.
Most likely.
Okay.
I mean, who else?
Who's? I can't think of anybody. And who do you think is inducting Keebler?
I mean, that could be a lot of people.
Tori Wilson.
Yeah, because didn't Stacy induct her?
I think so.
So they told me that basically after all the tests were concluded, it was a mix of body exhaustion and my anxiety. It was through the roof that night, but I'm back, and the only thing that's on my mind is my championship and stand and deliver.
Look, Roxanne, first of all, I'm thrilled you're feeling better, okay? And more importantly, I'm glad they found out why you collapsed in the ring. But girl, stand and deliver, I don't know. Look, your health is the the biggest priority right now, okay? And I don't think defending the championship in a ladder match and stand and deliver is the best thing for you, okay? Look, we can crown a new champion, stand and deliver, get a couple matches under your belt, and then right after stand and deliver, you get the first title shot.
I love how she's shaking a little bit as she's giving this promo.
Being the NXT Women's Champion has been unlike anything
Yeah.
I've ever experienced. Saying you want to be champion and actually being champion day in and day out is completely different. Look, I struggle with anxiety. And this year has been incredible, but when you accomplish your dreams so fast, it's like, well, what do I do now? Is it all downhill from here? Did I peak at 21? And then my anxiety just goes insane.
That right there. Look, I know you're better physically, but mentally, you're
Will
just
there
not
be
sure.
other stand and delivers?
Roxanne, you're 21 years old. You've got a long, wonderful career ahead of you. There's gonna be other stand and delivers.
Will there be? I can't think like that. Did you think like that? WrestleMania was the most important night of the year for you. I know that you never had the mindset of, well, there's always next year. It was here and now, and you stole the show every time, and that's exactly what I want to do is stand and deliver. My anxiety is crippling, but I can't run away from it. I have to confront it. And the only way that I can do that is by facing it head on. The only way that I can win this battle is by climbing that ladder, retrieving my title, a title that I never lost. So please, please let me do this. Please let me do this for me and for everyone out there that struggles with what I struggle with, that they can overcome it. They don't have to be a prisoner of this. Please.
I want tests. All right, I want a meeting with the doctors, and I want you to get follow-ups and stuff like that, okay?
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
You deserve the right to defend your championship. You're in the match, okay?
Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will get everything for you. Everything. I'll get it for you.
Okay.
So they're not stripping her of the title. She's going in as champion.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
You can beat this.
Does that change anything? I think it's Stratton's time to shine.
Unless they're bringing her up to the main roster, no. It's I have Roxanne. Roxanne's my pick.
You gonna do Roxanne? Okay.
Yep, Roxanne is my pick for the ladder match now that she's back in it.
Yeah. By the way, obligatory kitty.
By the way, you also you cannot have her lose after she does all this storyline about collapsing and possibly being stripped and everything. If she doesn't win this match, it just proves she's not ready. It just proves that she should never have been champion. That she, like, the anxiety with blah blah blah. With the story that they're doing, they need to she needs to win this match. It's the only way to keep her going. Yes, that promo was a little bit like an after-school special speech. Yeah, I'll admit.
But it is what it is, and she rocked it. See, now that we got news of
And the one thing we've learned, though, about Alexa Lopez, Book, after witnessing what transpired at the end of last month, she's not going to sit back. She's not going to be embarrassed.
Let me tell you something. Electra Lopez is what's called a ride or die chick. She's going to go out there and win by any means necessary. For Royce just didn't buy into that. Maybe she should have, which may hit her in a much better place.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Valentina Royce isn't about cutting corners. Isn't about, stooping to lower levels as both superstars going right at it. But look, Alexa Lopez remembers that right hand from Royce. I mean, do you think, though, Royce made the right decision, truthfully? Do you think she made the right decision to stand on her own 2 feet?
You know, I like standing on your own 2 feet, Vic. I like not being bullied, not letting someone push you around. I get that, totally get that. But sometimes in this business, you got to cut corners if you want to make it to the top quickly.
A takedown by Lopez, who certainly has a mean streak within her. And certainly can spread some negativity.
Can we please replace Booker as the announcer for NXT? Please.
Yeah.
Trying to put her in a right position to make some money. That's what this thing is all about.
Why is it that Wade Barrett, who kind of pretty much calls the same way that Booker does, as a heel commentator, and yet it works the way Wade Barrett does it?
Because you don't know if Booker T's a heel, if he's supposed to be heel commentary, a betweener, or whatever. Because one minute he's talking shit about someone, next minute he's singing the praises about someone else. That's like, he's very inconsistent to me.
Yeah. Plus, he's also doing that shucky ducky quack quack, random crap that he does.
Because I think Wade Barrett does it better than Corey. I think Corey kind of has issues too. Like Wade Barrett, I think, is really good at being a kind of heel commentator.
Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, Corey has calmed down a lot. He's not as Bobby the Brain Heenan over the top as much as he used to be.
He's never been that. He's wanted to be that. He's never been that.
Through the spine into the cover, and Lopez is the one who stands tall tonight.
She should have listened, Vic. Right?
Yeah, whatever you say, Book.
Music is celebration. When I make music, I can feel the spirit of my people behind me. It is my honor.
All right, excited to see about the DJ coming up next.
The Native American DJ.
Former New Japan Pro star.
I checked out some of this guy's work in New Japan and stuff like that. He's good.
Oh no, he's a good guy. Yeah, he's good. I don't.
You know what it is? It feels like NXT is trying to get back to the 80s when everybody had a job. Remember when every gimmick was a job?
Yeah.
Like
Duke the Dumpster Drowsy.
Yeah, friend of the channel, Duke the Dumpster Rosie. You had the Repo Man. You had IRS.
Yep.
You had everybody had a job. Every gimmick was a job. Even Big Boss Man. All these people had jobs, and it was like. Now you're trying to get. It's just like modern. Like job, like you have a DJ, you have a streamer, you have the teacher and Chase U, which I think it works, but still, it's just kind of. It's interesting. Like NXT is trying to be like a bit of a throwback, along with being modern. Yeah, Will. Yeah, you had Isaac Yankem. Kane's original gimmick, the dentist.
What else did we have out there? We had welcome to our nostalgia moments. Where's it, IRS?
You had the Goon.
Had the what?
The Mountie, the Goon.
The Goon.
Yeah, the Goon, the Mountie.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically,
and Paul Bearer,
Although Paul Bearer was more the Undertaker than the Undertaker was an Undertaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see what other ones we can think about.
Doink the Clown, yeah.
Yeah, even Doink.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
Nails, the convict, because that was technically his job.
Technically, yeah. Nails. Folks, if you can think of any others in the chat, go ahead and just post them up. Technically Yokozuna.
Well, sumo's not a career.
Yeah,
it is, but that's a
It's
pro
lifestyle.
athlete career. It's a pro athlete career. That doesn't like fall under a 9 to 5.
Yeah. We already said
I
Repo
said the
Man
Repo
Cal.
Man, but I love them.
Yes, we do.
Abe
Former member of
Knuckleball,
Demolition.
Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. I don't even remember that one. But was he called Knuckleball because he was a pitcher? Because that's not a 9 to 5.
Was that Al Snow gimmick? Because Al Snow did like a baseball and a hockey. He did a hockey gimmick.
Yeah, you also had like, you remember it was Sparkplug Bob Holly. There was the race car driver. Because there were sports ones too.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Brawler was a baseball player at one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Monk.
Yeah.
Well, this is a highly anticipated debut here on NXT.
That was the first gimmick for Brooklyn Brawler.
You can hear the NXT universe already. Again, it's showing that the best of the best come to NXT.
That's right. It's a gimmick that had the baseball painted on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to remember that gimmick battle royal. Miles Bourne.
Bring it to you now. How does that international success transition to NXT?
The Godwins? Yeah, farmers.
And Bourne should be a superstar that is overlooked. Would love to play the role of spoiler, so to speak, here tonight in this debut. But look at Thorpe.
I kind of agree with you, Will. The Bushwhackers? Kind of.
Nice high cross body. Oh, nice follow-up drop kick.
Jeff Gann, welcome to the chat. Beer drinking and ass whipping. I mean, it happens. Yeah, I don't know about the Bushwhackers really being a job, but it was kind of it was more again of there was the 9 to 5 job gimmick was very prevalent. Then you had the sports gimmick, and then you had like the lifestyle gimmick, like a monk or a bushwhacker or whatever. The roadie,
Mantar.
Yes, the Godwins were pig farmers. Yes, the roadie, the original gimmick for the road dog, Jesse James.
I mean, for that, you can call Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett as well.
Shockmaster is the GOAT.
Shockmaster is. See, I love it when people come into the chat that understand the Shockmaster's legacy.
Well, in that case, we got.
What was
Tugboat
Shockmaster's greatest match?
The one he didn't have.
You mean the one with the wall?
No, he had matches as Shockmaster. He was under this stupid mask.
Yeah. Tommy, no, the guy in the red and the black shorts is this is his first match. He's coming from New Japan, and the other guy is Jobber. RoboCop, yes, in WCW, RoboCop actually.
Well, he wasn't a wrestler.
He was not a wrestler. He was just there for promotional standards.
He never actually got in the ring.
And what we're seeing here with Eddie Thorpe is a lot of going to the basics, going to the well, into the cover, and a kick out. Nothing flashy from Eddie Thorpe, but he is all business in the ring here tonight.
Would Dusty count because of plumber skills? No, because he was not a plumber. He was the son of a plumber.
Yes.
He wasn't the plumber Dusty Rhodes.
No.
Yeah, you gotta have that whole stigma behind it. Like Virgil.
Virgil, technically, yes.
Yeah, because he was a butler.
Yeah.
Yep. Diesel.
Bodyguard, yeah.
Bodyguard.
Diesel started off as a bodyguard. Diamond Dallas Page's character. And he was a manager. He was a club owner.
Yeah.
He was a club owner because that was actually his real. He actually was. He actually had a.
Yeah,
He actually had a 9 to 5 when he started that gimmick. Is because he actually has a 9 to 5 of being a club owner.
Yeah, Vinny Vegas.
Ted DiBiase wasn't a job. He was a millionaire. He didn't have a job.
They never explained how he made his money. They just said he had the money.
Daddy. Vinny Vegas.
Oh God, who was I just talking?
Oh,
about?
Val Venus was one. Val Venus had a
that's what-
9 to 5 of sorts.
9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
You know, they say never mess with a man's family. That certainly gave a new meaning to the phrase viral moment.
Godfather,
Godfather.
Yes,
Yeah.
because being a pimp is a 9 to 5 job.
yes. Well, that's his job right now.
It's actually more 24/7.
I bet
Yeah.
that's more like that's a whole.
It falls under maybe lifestyle.
I don't think the Godfather actually was in a gimmick.
Really, Jeff? Who was he?
Jeff says, my dad was a wrestler in WCW from 1990. And who was your father?
Well, as you know, that is my middle name, Kit Bravery Wilson. Well, I'm here for
The
it,
Gambler.
and you're here for more pretty deadly talk.
The Gambler.
As we head towards Stand and
I had to look him up.
That's what I'm doing right now.
If it who was the Shockmaster back in WCW? My
There's a
brain's
couple-
body, like I have odd memories. Like I've probably seen someone by the Gambler, but never really like.
Oh, well, his name was also Jeffrey Gann. So are you Junior Jeff?
Jeff Jr. Like for me, the wrestler that stands out from the WCW
Right
days,
on.
something like that, is Glacier. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
We cannot forget about one of the
Glacier?
best
No.
wrestlers to ever grace a WCW ring, the Kiss Demon.
Yeah.
He was just an Impact
Exactly.
recently. Well,
Was it?
Jeff,
He
I'm
was.
I'm very happy you're enjoying this stream. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
Please,
much.
if you're really enjoying it, join us on Discord. Does that link still work or no?
Yeah, it works. I'm looking at
Okay.
something else. Thank you for the follow, Jeff Gann. You get yourself a dancing penguin.
Yay!
Penguins. That's a penguins like this. They dance like this.
Thanks for the sub, Jeff.
Yeah,
Greatly
come
appreciate
in.
it. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you very much. Oh, that was
Well, that's
Kel.
a Kel
Kel,
from
Kel gifted the sub. Thank you, Kel.
Yeah, kill. Woohoo! So,
I
super.
wonder if we
Beer-
get two
Beer-
more before the night's over. I'd love to end on 80.
That would be nice. Super Beer, would you like to inform our new friend Jeff about our plans for this weekend?
Uno momento, por favor.
No momento given.
Man, why am I getting another dick drug?
I don't know.
It's called the Friday Plan. God, man.
Check
How do you
Insta.
Google stuff
Ginger.
like this?
Ginger, check Insta, please.
Yes, sir. I've been very good tonight.
Okay.
I've only used the F word.
What, fork?
Yeah.
That's what the commercial is. Text fork to 69069 for. Oh my God. Okay. All right. How is this not a gag? How is this not a gag commercial? Growing up
I
around
don't
WCW
know.
Productions made me want to work on movies and TV. Somehow my goofy ass got credited in Black Panther. How did you get credited? Wait, what? How did you get credited in Black Panther? What do you do, Jeff? I might need to have you come on our Thursday podcast. We do our flagship podcast is called The Geeks and Noobs. We talk movies and all that kind of stuff. You were Martin Freeman stand-in? What the actual fuck, Jeff? We're definitely going to have you come on and talk to you, brother.
Seriously.
So yeah, our flagship podcast is called The Geeks and News. We talk, comic books, movies, TV shows, and all that stuff.
Because everyone's a geek in something and everyone's a noob in something. There are pics online.
Just followed you on Twitter there, sir.
Well, you know what? You want to know something? I was in a commercial one time for Nimnik Chevrolet here in Jacksonville. I was. Mm-hmm.
Do you want a cookie?
That's the only thing I have. I was Frog Boy in the pro shirts at the Jaguar game because of my uncle.
Look, all my shit's been behind the scenes for the most part, except for what I do on my own. I was my biggest claim to fame is I was a casting agent for Fear Factor, and I've worked for Bubba the Love Sponge on the radio. I was his video editor. All the rest of my stuff I've kind of pretty much done on my own. I mean, I've interviewed a lot of really cool people.
Gallus boys on top. On top.
I cannot wait for Stand and
So,
Deliver.
so is Gallus face, heel, tweener, what?
I was just about to say the same thing. It's kind of hard to say what they are. Because they act like heels in the ring, but their promos, like, it's... I don't know. I guess they're tweeners. Because they don't, like, cheat.
Right.
They're aggressive, and they kind of, like, push the boundaries of the count and stuff, and a lot of double team stuff, but they don't cheat. So I guess they're more tweener than anything else.
Oh, let's go tweener because it fits.
How far into the
gear
card
this
are they?
week?
Yeah, me too.
Bicycle gear.
Yeah. And she has one hell of a finisher.
Yeah, her finisher is amazing.
I'd love to see her do it off a ladder.
That's what I'm saying. I want her in the ladder match. The stuff she can
But
do.
Is she ready? Does she think? No,
How is she
it's
not
whether-
ready? She's not going to win it. You only ask if she's ready if she's going to win it. She's not going to win it. And there is no "Are you ready for a ladder match?" You either do it or you don't do it. If you're into sport of wrestling and you get told to do a ladder match, you do a ladder match.
We're just now getting to the second hour of their card, so they're what, like 3 matches into the card tonight?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Rumble, debut, Tyler. Yeah, we're 3 matches.
It's very promo heavy card so far. But they've all been points.
Eddie Thorpe. We had the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
We had Eddie Thorpe. We had the Chase U, the Tyler Bate Von Wagner match.
And we had the Spanish chick.
Oh yeah, and then so it's 4 matches. 4 matches. Which 4 in an hour? That's a good amount. 4 in an hour.
Yeah.
You're getting your money's worth right there.
Yeah.
I remember time on a 3-hour Raw, you'd only get 4 matches in a whole Raw for 3 hours.
Those were the days
of shit. 4 matches in a 3-hour Raw. That's terrible.
Yeah, I remember when there was a 2-hour Raw and I could sit through the whole thing without yawning.
Yeah.
I mean, Raw's good right now. Don't get me wrong.
Raw's
Raw is
very
good.
Raw's very good right
It's
now.
the 3 hours it just kills me.
And the thing is, a lot of people are like, oh, should they go back to 2 hours? Should they go back? It'll never go back to 2 hours.
No.
Never.
That training, you know, from Diamond Mine right there, trying to lock it in. So close.
Was looking for that submission. Hartwell into the cover. And another kick out by Nile.
Where's my dessert and burger?
What you get?
I'll get some in here. They got these new kind of like milkshake or these cheesecake sundaes at Checkers.
Yeah.
So I got that, and I got a cheeseburger to go along with it.
Nice.
I mean, I already ate a foot-long sub today, but
yeah, the Checker fry burger. Melissa gets that every time we go to Checkers. She loves like putting fries on her burgers.
yeah,
So
I
she
just
gets
got a basic cheeseburger. I didn't get like the big champ burger or anything like that. I just got a basic cheeseburger. I just knew I was gonna need a little something salty to go along with the dessert.
Understood.
But like, also, by the way, my foot long that I get my order from Subway is I get a Philly, but I get it pro, so it's a double meat. So I had a foot long with 2 foot longs worth of meat on it. A lot of protein.
Since Subway doesn't have roast beef anymore, I stopped going to Subway. I get my sandwiches from Publix.
I love Publix
yeah.
sub, but like, it's been hard to get a good Publix sub. Like the Publix I have here, they're okay,
Yeah.
but they're not. They're not great.
No, depending on who's working the station. Like, there's this one old lady. I don't get subs if she's doing the meat and stuff like that because she'll mess it up all the time. But like, I'll do roast beef, spinach, tomato, cucumber, banana peppers, mayo, provolone cheese with salt, pepper, oil, and vinegar.
I don't think it's ever worth it to me. Like, either Subway or I don't think it's ever worth the money to get a roast beef sandwich though. Like, it's cheaper to just get your own and make it yourself.
I'm lazy.
Oh! Oh!
Did you see that?
Oh my. So Jason did indeed spoil this match earlier.
Sorry.
Spoilers
are... Sorry. I forgot this match was happening today. I thought.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Soul Smasher.
It doesn't change my pick. With Roxanne back in the match, it's got to be Roxanne.
Yeah.
And this is the furthest away that she's ever done a soul snatcher. They're normally right up against the turnbuckle, basically.
I wonder how far out she could go.
I'm sure halfway across the ring, to be honest.
With the... So, are you still sticking with Stratton, Ginger, or are you going to change it?
WrestleMania Saturday be the day for Indy Hartwell to finally realize her dream.
I'm gonna stick with Stratton.
I think Roxanne losing is far too detrimental to her career. If she loses this, it puts the stigma on her that, oh, she's not a good champion, she's not ready for any of this, and I think that hurts her a lot.
It's going to be.
I think Roxanne's gonna win it, but I'm gonna be a man of my word and stick to Tiffany Stratton.
Well, you also made that pick before knowing the final outcome. You didn't know Roxanne was going to be in the match.
No one did.
So I'm okay with you changing your pick.
She's got the title back too.
Yeah, because they're not stripping her of it.
It's a title defense.
I'll go back. I will change. I will go Roxanne.
Okay, so 3-way Roxanne.
Let me change my paperwork.
There you see the field. Who will be the first to climb the ladder, retrieve the gold, and call themselves NXT Women's Champion and stand and deliver.
But I do think what's going to happen is that Tiffany's going to go out there and have like match of her career kind of thing. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Get your food.
Indy Hartwell makes good on her last chance and snatches the final spot at the 11th hour. And the field is set. 6 women put their bodies on the line.
I honestly believe this is going to be Indy's, possibly Indy Hartwell's last match in NXT.
That's not entirely correct now, is it?
It could
You're
be.
right. Roxanne Perez, the plucky prodigy herself. She's in, and since she never lost the championship, this will become a title defense then. And precisely, my dear. And may I ask, Elton, who do you predict is coming out with the gold? I'm so glad you asked, because just recently I had an epiphany. Los Angeles, the city of stars. Hollywood, baby. And there's only one woman with the star power suited for the City of Angels. The buff Barbie herself. The third best dressed superstar.
Oh, they're picking
in NXT,
Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton. Yes, girl.
Yeah, I can see why they'd pick Stratton.
I predict this could be a show stealer. Do you really?
Honestly, if they were to team up together, I would not be angry.
I wouldn't either.
Saturday for Stand and Deliver.
And it's Pretty Deadly continue their preview of Stand and Deliver. We will take
The
a special
heck
look
is
at
Prime
the
Target?
championship match
I don't know.
with Prime Target, Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes. It's
Could be a video package.
NXT.
My tribal chief, you are so funny. What do you mean I'm funny? What? What do you mean by that? Funny? I sound funny to you? No, that's not what I mean at all. It's the way you put a promo, the way you sell tickets, the way you sell WrestleMania.
I got cheesecake Sunday.
It's funny.
Let me know how it is.
Like a
I
trip.
might grab one tomorrow.
Hey, Oos, I think you got this all wrong. Yeah, man, just hold up, Oos. I think, no. He's a wise man.
Okay, I need to clean up my desk.
So, do you still feel that Jay might do the whole
walk away?
jump
Yeah.
walk away?
I'm not 100% on it, but I still think it's a possibility.
It's like 60?
I'm probably 75-25 on it.
Okay.
Why am I taking the sticker off? I don't even need to. Gotta do that. Ow. Now, this cup is like this big, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they give me a spoon that's a foot long?
Mm.
Oh, that sucked. Oh, that's good.
Now, is it just cheesecake, cherry cheesecake, what?
It's a strawberry cheesecake and ice cream.
Gotcha. Oh. Sloppy Joe's. I haven't had Sloppy Joe's in a long time.
We had hot dogs and homemade hot dog chili tonight. I was very proud of my mom. Thank you.
We had macaroni cheese with bacon and faux chicken.
I need to get into another chili cook-off because I won the last one I was in. Then again, I don't have a chili recipe. I literally just make it from scratch, or like I literally just throw shit together.
So I saw a short today on YouTube about Logan Paul talking about how excited and amazed he is at him being in 2K23. You know, and how much he said it looked just like him.
Well, the facial scanning they do is top tier.
Amazing. You know.
Lord, this commercial break.
They love commercial.
Can get a
breaks.
milkshake, Kel.
No one's stopping you, Kel.
Oh, good
DoorDash, my
Lord.
friend. DoorDash.
I forgot how salty checker burgers were. Good God. Whew. I'm glad I have a dessert to back this up. It's salty as shit.
They're so good. They're a little salty.
And a little salty.
Oh, you must have got a bad bat.
No, it's one of those things that as soon as I bit into it, I remembered. Oh, there's a reason I don't eat Checkers very often. Checkers has always been incredibly salty. No, I didn't get any fries. I was thinking about it, but no, I didn't get any fries. I probably should have, because now I'm kind of regretting it. Kind of regret not getting the fries. They have really good fries.
They do. I've gotten wings from Checkers a couple times and never again. They're too small.
Yeah, and it's $18 for 10.
What is up with that?
I don't know. I don't know why wings are so expensive now. Those parts of the chicken used to get thrown away. It's kind of like bacon.
Right. I remember back in the days when there was quarter nights. Here's $2. Give me 8 wings.
I remember when it was 25 cent was the normal price for wings and 10 cent night.
Yeah. CBG in the house.
What's going on, CBG? Reporting live from a work meeting. Another one? Oh, Lord.
Jeez.
Oh. You can't hear us. No, you're right, Jeff. Fast food is expensive.
Cheaper to eat at home.
In an unsanctioned match. In fact,
Well, I forgot that Grayson Waller match was an unsanctioned match.
Yeah.
More reason I think Johnny Gargano's going to win.
Especially, I've been watching Instagram, Tommaso Ciampa's Instagram and stuff like that. He looks like he's getting close to coming back.
Do we know Grayson Waller now is on his way here? Because as I've been holding for a week, it's this contract, the unsanctioned match at Stand and Deliver. Will Grayson Waller sign this contract? We will find out, but this is what we do know. We know the NXT Championship is going to be on the line in 4 nights in Los Angeles at Stand and Deliver. It's going to be Carmelo Hayes, the challenger, and the champion, Braun Breaker.
Whoa.
Main event in WrestleMania weekend history.
That would be nice. Yeah, AJ, I would hope. DIY versus Zayn and Owens would be a great match.
I'd be down.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Cheekies.
Cheekies.
Ooh. Boy, am I glad I didn't wait till the end to eat that burger. I went ahead and ate that in the middle. God damn, that thing was salty. Hope to be home before WrestleMania. No, I haven't, Jeff.
Gonna have to check it out.
This has been a whole different training camp to get to this point. I'm not just doing my high flying stuff. I'm not just doing mat wrestling. I'm covering every aspect of the game. I'm hitting those ropes a little harder. I'm taking less steps. I'm making less mistakes. We worked out for 4 hours. Went to the club. We partied for 3 hours.
So here's one of those what ifs like we were talking about earlier. What if Hayes loses and goes up to the roster instead of Breaker?
It is a possibility.
Do you think he still does the what we were speculating? Austin Theory does the mock open challenge and Hayes shows up instead of Breaker?
It is a possibility.
I don't need to go. I'll celebrate when it's finished. I'll celebrate when I'm the champion. I'll celebrate when I'm at the top of the mountain. The job is not done. It's far from done.
funny because I've been doing it. I've been in the gym. I've been training. I've been not going to the clubs and not going to the party scene and being focused on this. I train weights 2.5 hours a day. I'm in the ring 2.5 hours a day because that's what it takes to be the champion, to be the guy. A lot of people think, matches are won and lost in the ring, they're won and lost in the weight room, but in my opinion,
You know what, AJ? If that, because there was a photo a while back. I don't know if it was photoshopped or what it was, something like that. But it had Hayes, Omos, MVP.
No, what that was Carmelo Hayes happened to be backstage at a show and just took a picture because it was all, his friends and people of color,
They were
like
just
people he
all
looked
there
up
at
to.
one time.
And he
But
knew that, and the internet took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
But he has explained that was just a moment of just all those guys being there, and how important it was for people of color to see that all these people had been successful in different levels of the industry.
But tell me, that version of the Hurt Business wouldn't be amazing.
Well, I mean, it led to the Hurt Business 2.0 in WWE 2K23 with Carmelo Hayes in it.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
I would.
In LA, I'm gonna take some of that weight off your shoulders when I knock your head off, and I take that.
Is there any stiffs for this match, or is it just a straight up match?
Just a straight up match.
Good.
This one is a bit more special. It means a little bit more to me.
It's Bomb Breaker all day. It's the future. About all that. I mean, Brian's good, but I think Carmelo's the one.
Bro, Breaker, I don't think you understand. I don't think you want it the way that I want it. I don't think you're willing to go the limit that I'm willing to go for this championship.
When I get going at that 4-3 speed, and I Steiner line him in the center of that ring, and he doesn't know what planet he's on or where he is, you'll see.
As Stand and Deliver, I'm going to take everything from you, Braun, and I'm going to take it because it's mine, because I am him.
And I promise I will walk in and I will walk out. Stand and Deliver, still the NXT champion.
Oh, to answer your question, yes, this is pre-recorded.
Is that
because I've watched the crowd from last week and this week they're in the same spot wearing the same thing.
Okay. I had a feeling it might be like when you mentioned that you already had spoilers because this match, they had to get these people over to LA, and this is shot in Orlando.
Yeah. That's a major
Why do they not give Hank some music, even if it's like generic wrestler, wrestler 341 music, like whatever.
Yeah. Or at least whatever they've got playing in the background right now, make it louder. Oh, it does have music. It's just low.
Oh.
He's cleaning the trash cans.
CBG says he hopes to be home before WrestleMania.
Yeah, we hope so too.
Hey, what you doing? Just cleaning my trash can. Wow. It's important to build trust. See, put your address.
Are we talking to Jim Cornette of the give me a double bacon cheeseburger, double cheese, double lettuce? And you got Jericho in the background going, yeah, fucking stupid.
We make it from scratch, so you can enjoy it.
I gotta check it out.
It's great. It's not Jim Cornette ripping the business or ripping on any wrestler. It's him cutting a Jim Cornette uncensored promo on this Wendy's lady. Because they get in the line and he orders, they got like Lance Storm and Chris Jericho, Jim Cornette. Like there's like 6 or 7 people in the van. And she thought the order was a joke, so she never started making any of it. And Jim Cornette blew a fuse.
For $3 at Cheesecake Sunday, it's not bad.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give Pops a shot so I can be here for the end of NXT tonight.
Sounds good.
Awesome. You got a half hour left, so. So, Super Beer, what show we got going on tomorrow?
We got the Wrestle Talk Wolfpack tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, and also something a little special. I was gonna do it tonight, but I gotta finish a project for a special friend of the channel, so I'm not gonna be able to do tonight. But Wednesday night, after we wrap up the Wolfpack, I'll take like 15 minutes or so. I am going to do my Resident Evil 4 stream.
Nice.
I'm gonna play Resident Evil 4, the remake, the new one. I got it downloaded, and I've been itching to fucking play it, like, so bad. Like, I love Resident Evil games so much. I think Resident Evil 4 is one of the best ever, and from what I've seen of this remake, it's arguably gonna get Game of the Year. Like, it's really got itself set up to be Game of the Year.
But watching some of the Jacksepticeye guys play it and stuff like that, and it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I watched his first playthrough, like the first chapter of his playthrough, because I already had seen that stuff anyways, and I kind of was aware of it. So I was like, well, that's not really spoilers for me, so I'm okay with what. And I wasn't intently staring at my TV the whole time, kind of thing. So I knew I wasn't gonna get spoiled. Like, I don't remember where the 5 blue things in the village are. Like, you know, I didn't really pay attention to that, so I wasn't like spoiling myself. But I went ahead and bought the deluxe edition, so I do get the extended map, the special shotgun, and unlike Jack, I'm going to use that bitch. Because if you guys didn't know, when I play games, the moniker is Super Beard Plays Poorly, because I've been playing video games for well over 30 years, and yet I still suck at it. So I will be playing it on easy mode, and I will be using every extra that I get from the DLC. So I don't care. Call it cheating. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do it.
It's, as we used to say, it's not cheating if it's in the game. Those two as a tag team really make me happy.
Yeah.
Made it back just in time.
Yeah, you did, sir.
Like I was telling everybody in chat, tomorrow night after Wrestle Talk Wolfpack, I am going to do my Resident Evil 4 remake playthrough. I'm gonna start that tomorrow night, so that'll be fun. And I don't know how many hours the game is. Like, actually, can I look that up?
I thought I heard something like over 70, but
holy fuck, I'm not playing that much.
No. By the way,
it's only about 12 hours. It's only about 12 hours.
12? That's not that bad. I mean, if you go straight through, not
I will probably end up going straight through that.
Yeah. Knowing you,
yes, I will go straight through. I will not stop playing that game, so I probably will play it front to back.
Well, I know how we play games and stuff like that. It's you play it once straight through, get to the end, so you can see the ending and stuff like that. Then you go back through again. And
oh no, I'll do side quests. I will do side quests too. The 12 hours includes the side quest.
Okay.
But tomorrow, what I like about the Resident Evil game is that the side quests don't pull you away from the main story.
Right.
There's no it's not like God of War where there's like major side quests that you can go back and do afterwards. The side quests just give you little bonuses in the game, and they're not like ridiculous. They're very small and mini, and they only take like 5 minutes. There's no real major side quest in a Resident Evil game.
Yeah. And tomorrow is my birthday. Yay!
Oh yeah.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's true. That is true.
I might show up a little bit. Melissa asked me what I wanted for dinner tomorrow, and she suggested breakfast. So I'm like, sure, let's do breakfast. Breakfast sounds good for dinner.
Yeah, breakfast or dinner is always a good choice.
I love it.
Again, it goes back to you don't give Hank Walker enough credit. This is a former Division I
Booker T, like that's a stupid thing. That was a stupid statement.
Yeah, it
that
was.
That singlet's like a black belt. You have to earn it. No. How many people go in there and start training and they're told to go get gear because they look stupid not having it?
Yeah.
Yes, dinner is the best. Breakfast, dinner.
Yes. I think we're going to do sausage and pancakes and bacon and homemade sausage and gravy. Homemade sausage gravy with biscuits or the pancakes or something. I don't know. We'll see.
I would say eggs, but eggs are too goddamn expensive. You got to take a mortgage out in your house just to get a carton of eggs nowadays.
I need to get in
Christ.
contact with one of my friends.
I remember when for $1 you could get 18 eggs. 18. You can get 18 eggs for $1.
I go across the street.
You got a friend who's got hens?
I'm seriously about to go down to Rural King, which is down the street, and buy some fucking chickens.
What y'all looking for, man? I got the hookup, the underground hookup.
I am.
Got it?
I live
seriously.
in the country of Florida. The country.
You also are several hours away. I would spend the amount of money in gas. I could just go to the store and pay the money. But I'm seriously about to go to
uncut eggs.
At Rural King, you can get a goddamn chicken for you can get a whole chicken, a live chicken, for like $4. I'm gonna go buy a couple chickens and build a coop in the back and spend less money than a carton of damn eggs.
I don't think I ever wanted to see Hank Walker, ever be a completely polished wrestler. Just give me that rough edge the entire time of his career, you know?
Well, no, it's like there's a lot of was Stone Cold a polished wrestler?
No.
Was The Rock a polished wrestler? No.
Point?
No. Polished wrestlers are guys like Drew Gulak, like Bryan Danielson, like Charlie Dempsey.
Yeah.
People that are technical wrestlers. Everybody has a rough edge to them. Like Undertaker wasn't polished. Like I have 9 chickens and get 8 eggs a day. One of your chickens is either holding out or just not producing, and you need to have a talk with him before they're fired.
Yeah.
Because you should be getting 9 a day. My parents and mother-in-law both have chickens. Seriously, I'm seriously, I have seriously contemplated, because I can't bake, I can't do anything. Eggs are too expensive.
Oh, that was nice. Oh, so the 9th one isn't old enough to lay eggs yet? Okay, that makes sense then.
Oh, all right. Oh, so you have child labor on your chicken farm. How dare you, AJ?
Hey, listen, if a chicken's old enough to walk around, it better be old enough to lay eggs.
Well, Charlie Dempsey just helped screw over Hank.
Yep.
Let's talk about some innovation by Hank Walker, who gave it his all here tonight. Look at the strength, look at everything he learned to try to lock
that was nice. That That toss up by Hank, nice. Who's besides Benoit, who is never going into the Hall of Fame? I don't even think Benoit's not a no-go. I mean, they've been
He's a
talking more
no-go.
about him.
He's a no-go. He's a
Yeah, he a
no-go.
no-go. He a
That's
no-go
the end of that conversation. That is the end of that
Okay.
conversation. He is a no-go. Nobody's talking about that except for bullshit idiots on the internet. Nobody important that works for the company.
I'm not talking
Nobody
about him
important.
going in. I'm talking about the situation, period.
It doesn't matter what the situation is. The only people who are talking about it are idiots on the internet who don't know what they're talking about. All they know is conspiracy theories and shit they read from dirt sheets. They don't know shit. Nobody important, nobody involved is actually talking about it.
But more to AJ's question, who else, or not AJ's? Yeah, AJ's question, who else is there that's banned?
Tag team title match, a fatal four-way. Could you imagine if Briggs and Jensen, Kiana James, and Fallon Henley all leave Stand and Deliver as tag team champions?
I'm sure there are.
There's probably tons of people. I just don't... Nah, she went in with DX. Well, she hasn't gone in by herself.
But she will go in.
Yeah, she will eventually go by herself.
Yeah, Triple H. Triple H will definitely do that. Owen is the only one I can think of, and that's not any fault of the. That's because his family won't allow it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Owen Hart, like his wife, will not allow him to be. They won't. He doesn't. She doesn't want WWE to even mention his name.
I can see that.
So. Well done, Kel. Well done.
Kel, I'm proud of you, buddy.
Glad you can finally join the rest of us. Trying to think who might not ever. I'm trying to think of people who would have Hall of Fame careers but never get in. There's plenty of people who will never get in just because they never even had Hall of Fame careers and are idiots. Like, you know, like a Ryback. But I'm trying to think of somebody who had a Hall of Fame career but would never get in.
Punk?
Yeah, I think even Punk they might induct down the road. Like way down the road. When that man finally grows up and humbles himself when he's like in his 60s or 70s. Then again, what he might have done with this whole AEW thing and not being able to revitalize his career because he ended it a year into it, it might have been enough to make him so forgettable.
Might have.
Somebody, I think it was Best Scout Machine had a video the other day today. CM Punk has put himself in a situation where it went from when he walked into WWE, every crowd chanted his name every show at some point. To where now, because of his ego and everything he's done, even AEW crowds aren't chanting his name anymore. He's buried his own name. So he may have put himself in a position to never even be thought about down the road. Except
I
for
can see AJ Lee.
maybe as a post-mortem, like he passes away and they're like, oh yeah, that guy. So like maybe as a post-mortem, but I don't, he might have hurt himself big time.
I mean, I can see AJ Lee going in before Punk, definitely.
I don't know if AJ Lee had a career worthy of the Hall of Fame. She might go in.
Well, with her title reigns, her storylines, with what she did for the women's division, it wasn't long, but it was still memorable.
Alberto Del Rio, that's somebody who will probably never go in.
No, he won't. That fucking nugget can burn in hell for all I care.
Yeah, I don't know about AJ Lee.
I mean, I think she's working with an all-women's wrestling thing right now.
I can't think of anybody else.
Offhand, no. I mean, there's probably a bunch of people, but once again, it's did they have a Hall of Fame career type thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's a bunch of people from the 90s and the 80s and stuff like that that definitely won't make it in.
Virgil will probably never go in.
Probably.
Although he's
I
one
mean,
I don't
by
think
himself.
he's one I don't think I could say never. But it's more than likely no.
I think Virgil goes in post-mortem.
Maybe. Mabel or Viscera?
Ooh, to those.
Maybe post-mortem.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he already pass away?
Yeah, actually.
So then no. Yes, they are the same person.
On one hand, they should be thanking Kiana James, but look, on the other hand, a lot of questions surrounding the conniving Kiana.
Oh, what a tangle. Well, we weave, we practice to deceive. I think that's what it is.
Do we want Briggs and Jensen to win this match? Okay.
I can't speak for everyone else.
I really don't, but if they're added to it, they're added to it. They're not going to make a difference.
In personal opinion, as it stands right now, without Briggs and Jensen,
my pick does not change.
No, mine doesn't either. But I think who takes the pinfall changes. Like if you add Briggs and Jensen, then they're taking the pin. But right now, I've got D'Angelo family taking the pin.
That's a possibility, yeah.
Right now, he looks like he's totally on point, Vic. He looks like he's got his mind in the game, and that's step one.
Look, a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Tony D'Angelo, on Channing Stacks, Lorenzo, because if they lose,
Ahmed Johnson. No, I think Ahmed will get put in.
I don't think so. I don't think he has a career worthy of Hall of Fame.
I don't know if he did anything worthy enough.
He doesn't have a career worthy of the Hall of Fame.
Ready to deliver that packet. Oh, yes.
Other teams hoping that the family delivers here tonight. Also the Creeds, that would also be Gallus, hoping to keep that match a triple threat. But, you know, a win tonight could be just what Briggs really needs to soften the blow for Jensen.
Marty Jannetty.
Let me tell you something. Briggs is thinking about one thing.
I think Marty Jannetty might be another like post-mortem kind of thing. I don't know if he actually had a Hall of Fame career, to be honest. He was great. Like the Rockers would go in before Marty Jannetty went in individually.
Yeah.
He knows it's WrestleMania. He knows how big this match is, but he also knows a little bit of information he doesn't want to share quite yet.
As well as he knows.
Folks, don't forget about our sponsors today, Mech Arena. Play for free and get up to Division 9, which will only take you about an hour to do. It's a great game if you like PvP, base grabbing with mechs. You'll enjoy this game. I like it a lot.
This could be the second step for Tony D'Angelo this year at Stand and Deliver to call himself champion.
D'Angelo is very, very capable. And since he's been back, you look at the body, you look at the guy, he's in shape. He's been training.
I think
quickness. Oh, yes.
Spike will get in.
If he goes in, it'll be next year in Philadelphia. And I think, like I said, I think they do an all ECW Hall of Fame. We're only having 4 inductees this year, unless they add somebody very last second, which I don't think they're going to do. We've already got a very... They've cut the class down, which I appreciate.
Yeah. It gives people more time to actually talk on the mic and stuff like that, and not be rushed. And you know,
When this is over, I'm telling him.
honestly, I'd like to see. Oh, Devon. Do you think Devon and Bubba get done next year too?
The Dudleys are already in the Hall of Fame.
Well, no, as the Spike family, as the Dudley family. You do Spike, Devon, and
I know. I'm thinking that ECW goes in as a whole.
Okay.
And in that, everybody involved gets their ring. Like you bring in the Dudley, you know, whatever. This is the first time I've watched NXT. It's a good show, Kel. Like NXT's really been like.
Oh yeah, like this year we've had one show, and we can point that show out that has failed. Just one.
There we go.
Seeing the Dunkin' Donuts commercial makes me reminded me of a question I wanted to ask you. It's if you were out on the road and you needed to get a cup of coffee, where do you go? I know it's not Dunkin' because you hate Dunkin'.
I'll drink Dunkin' if it's the only thing around, but I will typically, I typically go Starbucks just because it's there. It's easy to find. I actually like Starbucks, but I understand it's not the best. Like there are plenty of other like Ginger. Do you remember the name of that coffee we got at the airport?
No, but it started with an M.
I was going to say it started with an M, didn't it?
Yeah. Like
Damn it. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to look up coffee shops in San Antonio Airport.
Yeah, because there's only one.
Like,
that's the only location in San Antonio.
Like if I got to choose, if I have a choice,
Merit coffee. It was Merit. That was really good. One of my favorite coffees in the world is Laughing Man Coffee, Hugh Jackman's company. There are two brick and mortar locations in New York City. I try to, whenever I go to New York City, I try my best to go and get, because I get coffee there because it's so good. I prefer kind of mom and pop places if I can get it. Or, you know, by mom and pop, I just mean like the smaller little local places. But those are also hit or miss. Black Rifle's pretty good.
I like Death Wish. Death Wish is good. For me, Death Wish is good.
I'm really liking Top of the Morning Coffee, Jacksepticeye's coffee. That's what I get for home. I'm really liking his coffee. It's so good.
Yeah, I forgot to get some when I was over there.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Alrighty, let's see. That cheesecake dessert went right through me, so I'll be right back.
Yeah.
We had a mom and pop's coffee place in Jacksonville called Badass Coffee.
I heard of that place down when I was living in Tampa.
That big old fucking donkey is their logo. Jackass Coffee. That's how they got away with it.
Like if I gotta pick some place, I'm gonna go to Wawa's. If I can't find something like a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
But I prefer Wawa's most of all. Then Racetrack, because Racetrack actually freshly ground right there. And folks, don't let them kid you. If you can get freshly ground beans right then and there to make your coffee, it makes a difference.
listen, this is going to be a
device. Doomsday device.
Saturday, a triple threat.
Oh, so
Jensen
close.
just got that left
How much time we got
shoulder.
left? 18 minutes? Good.
Doomsday right here. Oh, yeah.
10:08.
10:18. Yeah, 10:08.
Across the jaw. I'm looking up at Briggs right now. You see Briggs leaning over. He's sensing it. That right now it's got to be desperation for Briggs and Jensen, who want to taste success, who want to be champions one more time.
He's feeling right now. It's now or never. We got to go out here. We got to cash in. We got one shot, and we got to do it tonight. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
We talk about the pressure all evening long. The pressure of the start tonight with 20 superstars.
So what do you think they're going to start setting up for Survivor Series?
That's the next. No, is that the next one or is Money in the Bank next?
Money in the Bank next, then SummerSlam. But Survivor Series, I think, is later down the year, and stuff like that. So I think at SummerSlam they might start setting up some stuff for.
Yeah, maybe the Monday after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
We'll start seeing the small setups. I'm gonna be. It's gonna be kind of cool watching Money in the Bank this year. We got to watch it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Afternoon show.
All the way, tipping top, spinning heel kick to go to Los Angeles, and the Don breaks it up at the last moment. Wow.
Talking about the last second is correct. Vic. Wow.
Come on.
It's a good match. Like, I am really.
Oh yeah.
Match.
Both these teams, all four of these superstars, because we all know what's on the line. This Saturday, it's Stand and Deliver. It's
I don't
WrestleMania
think the D'Angelo family gimmick would work on the main roster.
It might, if done correctly. It could work right.
With a tweak, maybe.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's really close to the Bloodline gimmick.
Well, I would actually say that the Bloodline gimmick is closer to this gimmick.
Yeah.
Because this is a legitimate mafioso gimmick. They've turned a Bloodline into a mafioso.
Okay. Oh. So this is the coffee I'm drinking right now at home.
Army of Dark Chocolate. I like that.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, well, they didn't even win this match, so they did not get added to the match.
Nope. And there's still... Oh, the contract signing for the unsanctioned match. Still got that to go.
Yeah.
All right, so nothing changes there.
Fallon's right, Brooks. There is something that I should probably tell you.
Oh.
He did it! Look, he did it!
Shuggy Duggy Quack Quack!
He's in the game!
Oh, yeah!
Brooks is on base!
They're losing the tag team titles. They shouldn't have had them.
It's about to
Yeah.
get harder than that Cholula Green up in here, man.
This might break up the other tag team too.
This is the one I'm excited for, the biology.
You're going to reach for it and be the best at it. April 9th.
Yeah. So, I gotta. While we're on commercial, I want to pass this question off. I haven't stitched this person because I'm trying not to do that anymore on TikTok, but I really want to. Is there is somebody on TikTok trying to say that WWE is scrambling to make Cody look like a viable threat, which is why he's having these matches, and that they've really screwed up, and that Cody isn't ready to face Roman. Now, what in his storyline? And by the way, his example was that the commentators were saying he was so brave to take that match against Solo so close to WrestleMania. See, the commentators are trying to make him look strong. I'm like, no, the commentators were putting Solo over.
Yeah.
That was to make Solo look amazing, because here is somebody who is a viable threat to Roman, but Solo is such a beast as the enforcer that he could seriously injure Cody. That's what they were talking about being so brave. Or am I missing this? Have I completely missed the story and this guy's right?
No, you're right.
Yeah, I just don't understand people sometimes. Like, if you don't like the wrestler, you don't like the wrestler. But I don't understand trying to compete.
It's going back to all this whole toxic thing that we're trying to get rid of and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't think the person's intentionally trying to be toxic. I will admit, like, their video is very nice. They're trying. They're not like being dicks about it. They're trying to, like. He states that he knows this is probably an unpopular opinion, but then he states it like it's fact.
That's the issue.
And that's the problem. And I'm like, what Cody Rhodes, like I said, Cody Rhodes didn't have to wrestle a single match between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And we've seen wrestlers do that before.
He could have very easily not done that. He was with his promos making it the most anticipated match in all of WrestleMania. A masterclass. And made you believe he could win.
Yep.
Surely off his promos. But then he's going out there and giving you banger after banger after banger match. Ginger, what do you think?
I think it's just people talking shit. I think he's more than ready.
Yeah, like, what about his build-up has seemed like they're scrambling because he was off for 6 months with injury, which, by the way, he was off for almost 9 months.
Yep.
And I think, as much as I'd never wanted him to be injured, I think it was the best thing that ever happened to him, because I also think that building to this WrestleMania from last year's WrestleMania with a full-year calendar might have been enough for people to get tired of Cody before getting to the belt. Like, either getting impatient, like, why is he not getting his title shot? You know, like, this whole thing. So I think it worked out. We would have had Roman versus Cody before WrestleMania at that point. The build would have been too great. And, like, you need to have this at WrestleMania. Like I said, this is Triple H's official kickoff of his era. His probation period's over with this WrestleMania.
You know, as much as we don't like seeing wrestlers get hurt, as much as we don't like to see people have major injuries and stuff like that, yes, I completely agree with you. Cody Rhodes getting injured and that pectoral rip and stuff like that. One, since he wrestled that match with Seth Rollins, showed us how much of a badass he is.
Yeah.
Two, it gave us time to forget.
Well, it didn't give us time to forget. It gave us time to miss him. Nobody forgot about him.
No, I will forget. My word.
Don't go away. They can't miss you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got a very interesting SmackDown coming up, but we also have Super Card of Honor.
Yeah. When is Super?
It's Friday.
Okay.
I'm really glad they didn't strip her of the title.
Same.
Oh man, I forgot that the winner gets control of Chase U
Yeah.
in that match.
We still owe it Schism.
Shit. Shit, that kind of makes me want to change my pick.
Does it?
Yeah, because I can't see them eliminating Chase U. It is super popular.
On that topic there, you see Grayson Waller's security booker here tonight. They've gone through the building. They've ensured that Johnny Gargano is not present. We've heard off and on from Waller all night long, and on cue, here comes the arrogant Aussie. What's running through your mind, Book?
No, it's nothing I like about Grayson Waller, but the guy has star quality. I got to say that. I got to give him props. I mean, he's setting himself up to be, one of the greats.
I'm not gonna change my pick, but
I'm not.
I'm kind of thinking we're all gonna lose that one.
Maybe, maybe not.
I just don't
It might be-
understand why. Like, first of all, it's a trope nowadays in wrestling where the bad guys win and take over something. You know, they did that with Daniel Bryan in the Wyatt family, and then Randy Orton in the Wyatt family, and they've done it with so many other things.
Give me the microphone. That's a rhyme.
Mind your business. I told you that, right? You in trouble. Don't get caught in the parking lot. Just let me say that, okay?
Hey, you flops better watch my back because Gargano's known for his cheap shots. And he could come from anywhere, right? I'm staring at this piece of paper and still can't believe it. Grayson Waller versus Johnny Gargano at Stand and Deliver. Mello and Bron begin the main event.
Beer, did you do anything after this?
I'm gonna be working on something, but not on stream.
Oh, because John said to link him after he's finally home.
That's fine. Yeah, I can do that.
In front of this new wave of NXT talent. I was even trying to build a relationship with you idiots. I was singing, I was dancing, all the things you pretend you don't like that you secretly love. And then came War Games. And at the time,
Hey, have we got any news on the R-Truth return?
Nope.
Damn it.
So I went out there because I took it personally. I stepped in that cage and I jumped from the top. I put my body on the line because that was going to be my viral moment. My launch pad into superstardom. But I was wrong. Because at the end of the night after War Games, all anyone could talk about was Johnny Wrestling. So 2 nights later, in a night I know you remember very vividly, you walked to this ring and everyone couldn't wait to hear what you had to say. And because you kissed his ass so much, Shawn Michaels gave you as much time as you wanted. But it only took me 30 seconds. I saw my mark and I hit it. And let's be real, Johnny, you are the biggest mark in this business. I stepped out there and I hit you with that steel chair and I sent you home. And I sent myself into the stratosphere, which is funny because only moments before you told the world
bet on yourself. And if you want to talk about the last 15 months, no one has bet on themselves more than Grayson Waller. And if you want proof, my proof is right here. I have the greatest big match superstar in NXT history begging me to kick his ass and stand and deliver. Don't forget that, Johnny. You're begging me. I'm your golden ticket right now. And to be fair, Johnny, you are the greatest big match superstar in NXT history. You've done it all. The records, the titles, the matches, the moments. Johnny Gargano is Mr. NXT. But just like your idol, Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels, you are going to lose at Stand and Deliver. You bleed black and gold, I bleed green. 15 months ago, I used you to put myself on the map. And at Stand and Deliver, I use you one more time.
Look! Wait just a moment! Waller ready for a fight! Gargano's here! And Waller realizing it!
Oh, yes. These two can't get along. Let them get it on.
It's all breaking
Let's
down!
do it.
They can't be separated. He's got a family, my God.
They can't be separated,
Ooh.
Buck! What's gonna happen this Saturday?
Can't wait. I can't wait, Vic. I can't wait. Oh, yeah.
Contract was never signed.
Come on, guys. Save it. Save it to the big night.
And we're gonna need a little bit more security, I think, out here, Buck.
I like this big, but like I save it for the big night.
Johnny Gargano. I love Johnny Gargano. But he is so small compared to them security guys.
Yeah.
That he just, like, you see the spot where he flew? Look like a little Superman. Whee! Beard dude, as soon as he saw it, Beard went, this is what he's going to talk
somebody's
about.
bleeding.
Johnny. Is it Johnny?
We might find out if Waller indeed bleeds green. There's gonna be no rules, no liability. It's unsanctioned. Who will be the one to stand and deliver this Saturday in Los Angeles?
Okay.
All right, folks.
So that was our go home show. Forgot how good fun watching wrestling live was. Exactly. That was our go home show for NXT Stand and Deliver, which will be kicking off our very fun WrestleMania weekend here on the channel. Our nonstop stream starts at noon Saturday with NXT Stand and Deliver starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be starting at noon Eastern here. So ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for our show. Don't forget, ! Mecha in the chat. Join our sponsor, Mech Arena Robot Showdown. It's a very, very fun game you can play on PC or mobile. All you have to do is get to Division 9. That's literally 2 levels. It's 400 XP to do it. It'll take you an hour of gameplay, but after that hour, you're going to be hooked because it's a lot of fun to do. So make sure you check that out. Got to do that before Saturday. And next week, we have a very special sponsor coming up, which I'm very excited about. It should be a lot of fun. So we got tomorrow, Wrestle Talk Wolfpack, 9 p.m. Afterwards, I'll take a little break, take like 15 minutes, set everything up. jumping right into my Resident Evil 4 remake play for Super Beard Plays Poorly. I'll probably end up playing that straight through as it's a 12-hour gameplay, so I'll probably end up playing that all the way through, knowing myself. Thursday, we're all going to go see John Wick 4, and we're going to talk the entire John Wick franchise on Thursday on the Geeks and Noobs podcast. So make sure you check that out. Kel, get yourself to the movies. Go see John Wick 4. Friday Night Fight Night, super special night. We've got Super Card of Honor starting at 7 p.m., I believe.
Yes,
I believe it's at 7 p.m.
It's at 7.
And then we also have the Go Home SmackDown show and Hall of Fame ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have that, and that will lead into this big weekend on Saturday. World Championship Wreckage and History of Honor are taking a break for WrestleMania weekend. They'll be back next week, so don't forget about that. But yeah, that's going to do it. Boys, do you have anything?
Go Ginger, I'm thinking.
Well, Ginger should be looking for somebody to raid.
I'm
okay,
looking.
That's
I'm
fine.
looking.
I know you are. I know you are.
Have we rated Havoc?
Well, I don't think we have.
Yes, we have. We have once.
We have? Oh.
Mhm.
Have we rated Havoc? She's playing your favorite game.
Which game? The Resident Evil 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do Felicia Day.
Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we try to stick to a wrestling crowd with our wrestling fans.
That's true.
Oh, this chick is a wrestler. She's former NWA women's tag team champion.
Go for it. That sounds cool. Folks, yeah, check out our sponsor. Like I said, I play League of Legends a lot, and this game is a lot of fun. It doesn't take long, and you can pick it up real fast. It's easy to learn, hard to master. You can customize your bots to suit you, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, so we are ready to raid, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be raiding the Allison K. Make sure you give her a follow and hit hashtag TGN Network sent you. Or just actually do, because of our channel name, do hashtag the Geeks and Noobs sent you. Show them some love. Make sure you give her a follow. And we will see you guys.
Her a follow.
We will see you guys next week. Raid's coming. Don't go nowhere. And of course, my thing isn't working.
Of course,
we're raiding now. We're raiding.
Here we are.
We're raiding. I'll just keep